to see where it goes from here. Of course, BQ, one of those Chinese names, BAOQ Holdings, about to open up in just a couple seconds. So watch that. Thank you for a big day today. Again, to everybody, thanks Adara for coming through. You're about to see Sia, who will be on the Midday show again with the guys to talk about some news. Andre, thank you so much. Fabian as well. Ramin, Sharif for his morning, and Joe for the morning look as well. It's glad to have Neil back. How did the elbow hold out?
I mean, if I'm being real, like wearing this does lessen the pressure on the tendon, but it also, I don't know, it's on the forearm, it's a little weak hitting the keys, but it makes it bearable. Because yesterday, like it was wild, like I did the dishes, I took it off, and then all I went to do was like I was turning a knob or something, and just turning a knob like instantly was a shooting pain. But hey, that's why they have this. I'm like, hashtag science.
Yeah, that's why I got some science going on.
I should have been wearing this.
Okay, before it gets too loud in here, let's go to the Midday show. We'll see you guys back at 2 p.m. BAOQ is about to resume. Sharif's got it for you guys. See you then.
What's
lower.
Limit down 132. All right, limit down 132 here on BQ. We're watching for a $0.5 hold. We're going to say hello to everybody shortly, but we just need to see exactly how this is going to trade here. So let's see exactly what we get on BQ. This is on the same exchange as that. What was that other one called yesterday, Joey? The one that I was trading yesterday.
Oh, I don't even know, man.
Rascal or
you're asking the wrong
something
dude.
like that. So just watching here, $0.5 hold. Looking for a move back into 75s on BQ. 66 is showing up. 69. Looking for a bigger move. 70 seller, big 70 seller. Can't shake the seller at 70. It's a big 70 seller, Joey. Do you want to say hello to everybody?
Yeah, absolutely. But I got to do something. I got to do something first here.
All right,
we're gonna fire that off. VinFast reported strong Q2 momentum, delivering more than 70,000 EVs globally, up 96% year over year. First half deliveries reached nearly 129,000 vehicles, up 78%, reinforcing the company's growth trajectory across its expanding EV portfolio. By mid-year, VinFast had already achieved approximately 43% of both 2026 4W and 2W delivery targets, putting the companies firmly on track across both growth engines. We're going to do a shout out on YouTube momentarily, but listen, we're going to switch things up here today. TikTok is going to be catered to first here, Sharif, as we give a couple of people a shout out. Frankie Bombs. We have East meets Westy, Bestie. What's going on? USA, Love and Hope. Who else? We got Bravely in the chat. Chill Cactus. We like that. Nada. I know that. You know Nada Gata? I know her.
I don't know.
Dear Beer. Oh, Joe Ban, Rebecca, Joshua's right. Shad, what's up, Shad? Z, Rise and Shine, Ask As a Man Thinketh, Shadow Drip, Amir Realtor, Real Estate Cozy, Madame Do It, couple more, Lily, Kim, Gregory, and Charles Tolliver, not Don Tolliver's cousin. Welcome, everybody, as we rock and roll here today. I didn't give any shout outs yet via YouTube because you guys already know I love you all. I love everyone here in the chat. Sharif's got something going on there. Oh, wow, what a Tank City on that bad boy. Yeah, it was absolutely Tank City. What was Tank City right out of the gate? We'll send it over to you momentarily, Sharif. But what we have here is a short on the NASDAQ right out of the gate. I very rarely trade in the first minute of the market. 9:30 a.m. I'm like, what are we even doing climbing this high? I'm going to look for that move back towards the volume weighted average price. As soon as I seen the tape turn around and price action turn around, I'm like, let's get involved with this one. So this was our primary trade. One for one here today. Bang to the downside is the T triple Qs. We take the last little bit out, but we partial and remove the majority of it right here at 74.68. So the short on the NASDAQ back into the volume weighted average price off of that CPI print was the money maker of the day. Sharif, talk to us.
All right, man. We're in BQ here, holding up above the 10 EMA, right at the $0.25. We got 48s. We've taken out 53s. It is very much similar price action. I was telling Neil about this morning. Plague yesterday, PLAG, was absolutely bizarre in the way that it was trading. And the reason I say that is because it was dropping into a halt parameter, a limit down, staying there for like 9.5 seconds, and then coming out of it and doing that multiple times over and over, and then it would limit up. It was some of the weirdest price action I've seen, but not to be not very surprised, given, of course, that it's trading on the automatically suspicious MX network. Sorry, gentlemen. All right, so that's what we're looking for right now. We've got 48s on. We've got a couple of profit takers, but we're having a lot of trouble clearing the $0.50. It's more of an ascending wedge pattern right now on the 5-second chart. 55, 58, 59, 60. Good. Now we're taking out some levels here. We're looking for a little bit more topping tail candle into 60. It should hold 50 here. If it fails 50, that's awfully bearish. Why? Because we just finished talking about an ascending wedge pattern. And the flat top break here is supposed to be the $0.50, give or take, right? So if it fails, that's a bull trap, and I'd get the hell out. So continuing to watch, looking for a higher 60s print, and there it goes, Joseph. Get it, Katina Man. Katina Man's involved. We already know that. There it goes, Katina Man. Limit freaking up into 179. Here we go. I love this. Katina Man's turn to small caps, brother. This is a good day, bro. This is a good day. Get it, Katina Man. Katina Man's getting lit over there. Here we go. We need a few more seconds at this level. Limit freaking up. We're halted. 178. We got 148 on this monster. Let's see what we get. Everybody in this. I love it, Katina Man. Katina Man's literally got the bottom on that, eh? That's annoying, Katina Man. I'm not going to lie about that, brother. Yeah. Oh, it's on the screen. Attaboy, Katina Man. Great entry, brother. He's got a better price than me. What do you got there, Katina Man? You got 127s? 127. He got 143 on because he was DCAing from the top. A great entry there, Katina Man. Good look, brother. Very happy. Get it, Tisha. All right, Casey's in the house. Get it, Case. Oh, boy. Yeah, I know, right? What happened to Trader Rehab, girl? I love it. Get it. She's putting the rockets there. So we
got released.
Yeah, she got early release?
Yeah, early release. It's only
Case,
1 day.
Bro. I'm happy about it. When Casey's here, it's a good day, my boy. Shout out. Where's my man Boveen? When Tisha's here, it's a good day.
We all know Boveen works until 1:20.
Sometimes. Sometimes. Like not every day, though.
Not every day.
There we go. Zion.
Yeah, Boveen, make sure you email in your work schedule so we can see what time.
I'm going to get a message from him right now. Yeah. He'll message me. He'll message me.
He'll send it to you.
Yeah, he'll be like, I'm in from this level, right? Like, tell everybody I'm in, right? And then, he'll be doing his thing. So we love Boveen. He'll be here shortly for everybody who's waiting. My man Gorev, shout out to you, brother. MF Dangerous, he's doing it live. Shout out to Scott. 340, yes, we're doing it live. Yes, shout out to Mimi Wasabi, all things Trump, stock trader. Everybody's in the house today. We're loving everybody. We're having a good time over here. Let's see exactly how this ends up going. So BQ, limit up. But there's more here, Joey, so let's bring in the sun.
All right, man.
Lele. Get it, Lele. There's David. We got Eduardo, my man, Jaguar, Oslam, Georgie. Everybody's in the freaking house today, man. All right, so here's what we got, Assassino. Assassino, what do you think about this one right here, brother?
Yo.
Does this look good? You hear what he just said?
I heard what he said, man.
You hear what he just said, man?
Don't mess around.
The dude is going to be a deadly trader if we put him on a computer,
hold on. What's that Brazilian stock that he picked?
The Bovespa?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the exchange. Embriar. He got Embriar. Yeah, well, he's doing it live. He's got to represent Brazil. VBIO, really bad, guys. This one was a multiple halter to the upside. Just before we continue on, I just want to make sure that we're crossing our T's or dotting our I's. 11:06.33, earliest open is going to be 11:11.33. So BIVI, bull flagging here right at the volume weighted average price. It's not respecting VWAP on a strict basis. Look, it's failing right now. It's dropping bigly, as President Trump would say. Down into 270. That's breaching area low of around 275, 272. So that one might be done. We also have OFAL. I know the boys were on that. That one is bleeding its own blood. Just lost the volume weighted average price at around 215, 220. Found a bit of a base there at 172. That is the official low of day, despite, of course, it being far lower in the pre-market, coming from below 1 penny to start the pre. Grow Generations, what year is this, man? 2018, GRWG. That's the second day in a row this thing has popped up on my scanner. And it's got a bull flag here. I would say certainly resistance at 190, only a couple of prints above that level. And then we have EROC. Big move in the aftermarket yesterday has me suspicious that this was an earnings play. Despite that, 14 general resistance. You saw that in the aftermarket. You're seeing that today. Barely any closing prints. In fact, only 2 above 14 on EROC. It's a light bunch today, guys. And then last but not least, this is a second day play. SION was very good early on yesterday, and then it lost VWAP. Will it do the same thing today? It's doing far less volume than it had previously. Now, for everybody here waiting for the resumption on BQ, you're probably wondering, how come this guy hasn't told us or updated us on the tap? And that's because you will not know the tap unless you are trading on the NQ. So all the small caps on the Amex, all the small caps on the NYSE, you will have to fly blind during the halt. So that number right there, where the theoretical auction price often shows up, will not show up here. Amir, shout out to my man Amir. He wants me to look at SCKT. In fact, a lot of you guys are saying that, and it looks pretty good, SCKT. We're going to put that on the side chart because it's breaking out pretty nicely. So thank you for that. We're going to keep an eye on S. We're resumed here. It's a new high at day. Watch out. Looking for a limit down or a limit up. 198 high. We're showing 88. It's 95. 98. Boom! Into 2. Get it, Katina, man. Into the high we go. It is 205. Limit up is 216. Here we go. We take it out at 2. Katina, man's doing the shoulder dance, bro. I just saw from the corner of my eye. Get it, man. You saw that, Joey?
Yeah, don't do
Get
it. Don't make them.
Sorry, Juan. Sorry, brother, bro. But,
All right,
we get a little lit up over here. What do you got? Yeah, let's cover that. What's that?
It was Assassino. So you can see, that's the thing, man. You never know who's hitting the keys. It wasn't me. It was Assassino. All right, guys, let's go over NEOV. Listen, we got a lot going on here. I might have to hop on this BQ little barbecue and action over here. But let's pull up this bad boy. Thank you very, very much so for that $2 super chat. Neo Volta Inc. So, I mean, what we got going on is this isn't a typical day trader. Liquidity issues obviously on the higher time frame, but what can we see here from this level? $1.91, right? So the way that I like to look at some of these stocks is that if you found somewhat of a base and you're curling over, where is that next level of resistance? $4.44. That's that key pivot level. So if you feel that the stock, which I'm looking at it right now, is that once you curl over, there's only a couple objectives. So there could be one here at this $4.44 level, or it's a liquidity grab, false break, and then you move lower south of that $1.91 marker and you break key support. So as of right now, the way that I would look at this is, hey, $4.44 is definitely on the horizon. It may take a little bit longer than what you're anticipating. And if these levels hold the $2 marker, then off to the races you could potentially go. But BQ continuously moving here.
Yeah, man, we're in at 01s. We just went the beak there at 7s. It's showing 05s. It's having trouble really staying decisively above 2. Going much smaller here because we're getting in at a key level, a key area of technical resistance. So continuing to watch. Big seller at 2. How this cookie crumbles is a 50-50 play, man. So that's why you got to limit downside risk. Even if it does pop up, I'd say, 2 low single digits like 211s, 212s. I don't know if that's, if you're out of the woods yet. So I only have one beak wetter left. I'm going to look here to stop out just below 80. I want to give it a little bit of room because it does dip down into the 80s and then find support again. So if that's going to be the case, I'll give it a little bit of room. I don't have that much left. Let's see if we can pop off, take out 2 decisively. Now they're selling at 98s. 2, here comes 201, 202. You're seeing a lot of selling right at that $2 area. So this cookie is going to either crumble by me getting 219 prints to the high side or getting stopped out below 188. So whatever happens here, we're going to be good with it. All right, I'm ready to go whenever you're ready, Assassino. Which one is it? Yes, thank you very much. All right, brother, let's do this. Quick reminder, guys, that Trader TV Live members get mine, Sharif's daily morning research note every single trading day that I'm in the house, baby. The big market stories, the key levels, of course, and the trade plans. How about the catalysts for each and every specific name that's on the note? And what we're actually watching into the open, it is only $4.99 per month, and you also get members-only videos. You get posts, you get custom emojis, I should say, and a bunch of loyalty badges as well, which I happen to love. Hit the join button below this video on YouTube and get subscribed today. And thank you to everybody who has already subscribed. And she's already doing it live. She was supposed to be in rehabilitation today.
Oh.
And I wasn't expecting to see her today, but now that she's here, I'm very happy. Shout out to Casey, 520, freaking 6, dropping 5 Trader TV Live memberships free of charge. Not to her, of course, she paid. But to TW Time, Siram, Rob Schrader, Vanesh, and Wizax. Y'all got a free Trader TV Live membership. Thank you to the very lovely lady, Casey526 from the Big Apple Show.
I was going to say Southern Belle. All right, guys, so what I got going on here, I'm just watching the tape on CoreWeave for potential trade. There we go. Oh, no, that got me. No, you dirty dog. I thought we'd see a little bit of a flush. Yeah, I mean, I'm about to rough this thing up right here, Sharif. Yeah, no problem, Assassino. CRWV. Yeah, it got me on this ABCD pattern I was watching, and then we got a clean flush to the downside, looking for this volume-weighted average price break because we had it before, so I figured third time was a charm. Keep an eye on the time and sales. But once again, it's completely different trading these larger cap names than what it is in the small cap land. Price action, then a clean flush. I was looking, see, I had a couple of clean flushes on the bid in the ask, or sorry, above the ask, and I'm like, all right, nice, this is my green light. We're gonna have volume step in. We've already had it stair step up, and I'm looking for some form of continuation. So hopefully, where my out is gonna be is 74s. I did reduce my size drastically, but this is what I was saying to Juan, man, make the cash and get out, because opportunities like this happen. Is you have the volume, you have multiple signals, and even if the stars align, that doesn't mean it's necessarily going to work. So a little bit of a pain in the rear end here as CoreWeave rejecting aggressively, not panning out this ABCD pattern. Oh, man, that's super annoying as we reject the volume-weighted average price in this trend line like it's some missile defense system. So hopefully we have another wave of participants. If not, we have to be prepared to get out and that we may not break VWAP. All right, here we go. Casey, let's see what we got going on. All right, girl. $10 super chat. Thank you very. Oh, I didn't mean to hit that. We'll hit this one here. Bang. Thanks for the love yesterday, y'all. Took smaller size today. Build confidence and killing it. Keep printing, you all. Nice win for Yankees and Blue Jays. Joey and Sharif, your shirt letters are backwards.
Yes, guys.
Yeah, I see what she's getting at there. Well, no,
I'm
wearing,
I thought you had it too, bro. Yeah. No, I was looking to see if you. I'm like,
I'm Perry Ellis over here, man.
Hey, yeah,
Perry Ellison over there.
Thank you so much, Case, for that.
As always.
She told me to tell you, go Yankees. I told her I was not going to say that.
Well, you could say that, but just remember, until things change.
I told her I wasn't going to say it.
So who's the change? I mean, listen, who did the Yankees lose to last year?
They got an ass whooping in the playoffs by the Jays. That's what I remember.
Does everybody remember the iconic Vladdy? And the Yankees lose. So
you remember that?
Yeah, the Yankees lose. Yeah, they hate the Yankees.
That was Poppy, though, wasn't it?
No,
that was David Ortiz.
No, man. I think he's copying.
He was copying.
Vladdy was copying him, right? The Yankees lose. So shout out to New York, even though we love Wall Street. Yeah,
I love the Dominican accent, too, when he does that. Yankee lose.
Well, he's been partying too much in Dominican. Sharif. All right, at this point, we're looking for this break. Let's see what we got going on. An additional clean flush. There we go. This is, call me Poppy.
Yo, she's talking crap about the Jays, man. She's like, how many championships do we have? We got 2.
Yeah, we have 2 back to back.
Yes.
All right, man. Get that garbage out of here.
92-93, my girl.
Let's go. All right, we take a little bit. We're just going to reduce our risk here because I'm not in love with this trade.
All right, man. I'm watching SCKT and I'm watching BQ. These are the best of the bunch in my humble submission at the moment. BQ, it looks like it's still putting in a downtrend. I'm looking at the 5-second chart over here. Let's bring it down. Let me just see if it's breaking out above the downtrend. Oh God, this fly is back. So let's see, are we breaking the downtrend? It feels like we might be breaking the downtrend here. I'm gonna give it a little bit more time. If that means getting in at a worse price, so be it. I don't wanna get caught in a bull trap, right? Looking for that move. Let's see if we get a move above 90 possibly here, and then you can defend in about 175. So the flash drop was into 165. I'd like to see a decisive move above 190. Here we are at 90, 89, 90. Let's see if the short sellers step in here. This was a bit of a support shelf as well, but if we get a nice break through that level, it could be interesting. Seeing SCKT also trending here. Okay, here we go. Let's see what we can get now. Do we make another beeline into that $2 area? I don't mind defending into this 175 area, but it's going to have to comply here, so we don't want to get caught. in a bull trap. It did break trend. It was on a bit of a downturn here. Let's see if this $2 move brings anything of positivity for the longs. Right now, it's not. Let's see if it dips into 175. If it does, what kind of size do we have stepping in to support us, possibly at that level? So that's what I'm looking at, Joey, as well. Right into 88s we go, so nothing doing quite yet. Waiting for that decisive move above 2, though. That way we can add size above 2 because we'll know, that there could be possibly a big buyer to defend that as a support level. So that's what I'm watching at the moment. Just giving this an opportunity to base out 185 support. Let's see if we can get a little bit more to the high side, Joseph.
All right, let's go. Yeah, one day closer, man. See, there it goes, man. This is why I don't love trading. Got to eliminate this thing off my list. I mean, good thing we have a significantly smaller size, but I got to hop out of this bad boy if we don't continue to hold up. Trendline rejection, going against it. Should have hopped out all right there when I had the opportunity to do so. And look at what's going on in the NASDAQ and the SPY, guys. Complete chop fest, if you ask me. So, I mean, it's a good day for range trading if that's what you're about. You grab the lower end, sell at the highs, get in at the lower end. But I think it's time that we head over to small cap land for today and try to find some momentum. It may or may not come. So we give a little bit back here. Oh my God, this is so, why? Anyways, okay, aside from that, shake it off like Taylor Swift. Yeah, shake it off like Taylor Swift here and see if we can find something else. And yeah, this is what I'm talking about here, Juan. Just a bad trade in general. But hey, it's all right. We take one. This was a break-even one before, just reading the tape. I'm like, oh, okay, let's see if we can go. But then the price action wasn't displaying what I want. So I was like, all right, good opportunity to get out break even. And now we're going to be looking to do the exact same thing here with CoreWeave. Small cap scan. Let's see what we got going. BQ. It's not halted or anything right now. Price action's definitely slowed down. So is the tape. But what we can do is head over to our scanner and see what we got going on. Chow over here. Here's this Royal Chocolate or Rocky Mountain Chocolate Factory that they had going on. OFAL, BQ, Dogs. What's Dogs up to here, Sharif? Not too much volume on this bad boy. Box L. Who's this? Box L Corp? Okay, nothing crazy in NBIS. Man, that thing's too expensive. And then a lot of leverage plays here. So I'm not seeing anything that I'm in love with. Let's see if we can hop out here momentarily, get a retest of this trend line. This pullback's hefty. One thing that I don't like about this trade specifically is look at the volume. We can classify this as a genuine move, right? Like the volume steps in, you have a nice strong candle, and then it just completely falls off the cliff, and then now no longer wants to break through the volume weighted average price. So yeah, we're gonna have to bail on this trade here, momentarily, Sharif.
All right, man. In SCKT. Continuing to watch here, BQ, we got 89s on. It keeps popping up, but now it's on a bit of a downtrend again. So it did break the prior downtrend on the 5, and now is, I guess, putting in a new downtrend. This doesn't look good, quite frankly, I gotta tell you the truth. So continuing to watch this one. Let's see how this ends up going. Let me put my stop below area low. So I do want, yeah, that's gonna be risking more than I want though. That's the problem with that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to change that. There we go. Below area low, right? Okay, sorry, I just have to watch here because we just did pop up a little bit into the 90s. 92, 93 showed up momentarily. Okay, SCKT is ripping up, and I'm not taking any prints here. There it goes into 2. SCKT on its horse. So I'm going to put some profit takers. I have got some dip trades as well working. Back to BQ, big seller at 91. Can't shake the seller at 91, but SCKT is ripping. Now we've got a couple of beak wetters on that into 05. That's a new high a day. That concerns me because all the degens will start trading SCKT and they're going to leave BQ alone. I'm long BQ. So that does pose a problem, and down it goes. And we did get stopped out of that. That was my concern there. So let's focus on SCKT. Feels like BQ, the best trade is behind it at the moment. Nope, there's still some here that I didn't take out on BQ. Continuing to watch here, $2 seller. This feels like an ascending wedge flat top break, essentially through either 190 to 195. Like you can see the topping tail candles do go into that 195 area, but we need a decisive clearing of 2 before we start packing on their size here. Now, we got 91, so that does give me some room to rest a little bit easier. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a bit of a dip trade right at 95s to see if I can get a little bit more. If this one dips down, maybe into the mid-90s, we pack on some more size there for a decisive breaking of 2. I like the chart pattern on SCKT much better than I like the chart pattern on BQ, which is now in a downtrend. Into 04 as we go. Didn't get the ad. Into 5s, 6s, 7s, 8s. Continuing on here. 9, boom, 10. Looking for a little bit more. 14 showed up, 12s. Looking at 14, posting. Looking for a little bit more. We're going to go 19s as well. So let's see what we get here. Didn't get the dip trade though, so we're still going with the initial position. 12 showing up here, Joey. 13 momentarily. There it is. There's 13. 14. There it goes. 15, 16, 18. Looking for 19s here. That's the next profit taker, still holding. So SCKT looking real freaking good. The chart pattern is decidedly better on SCKT than it is on BQ, at least for the moment. Anyway, that of course can change. There's a big seller here at 17. Someone's offloading a monster position. It's a hidden order. It's an iceberg. No size is coming off the gateways. In fact, more size is coming onto the freaking gateway here. So there's basically equilibrium right now between buyers and sellers. It's been locked in, 16 on the bid, 17 on the ask, going on 10 seconds now. So really unusual price action here, Joseph Options, man. This is a bizarre seller coming in at 17.
How bizarre, how bizarre. I pushed really heavy on that trade right there, Shreve, watching the tape.
Good, brother. I can take over if you need to focus, bro.
Definitely the largest position of the day. We're holding this 16s, man. It's pretty crazy. I'm just focusing on my side chart here because that's where I'm active. CoreWeave is that absolute dumpster fire, so we're going to just make back essentially on this trade what we lost on CoreWeave. I want to get out of this thing because I'm not liking it. We're still holding 16s here. What's going on?
I have no idea what's going on.
Someone's going to lose. Yeah.
Down goes Frazier.
Yeah, wow.
Here we go, watching.
You knew the longer that it took, man.
I agree with you on that.
The longer that it took to happen, then it's like most likely that the
looking for the dip.
Yeah, man.
Got it.
CoreWeave here. Yeah, you go ahead. But I'll pull up my trade momentarily on that one. We locked in a little bit, but nothing crazy. After that capitulatory move, it was absolutely disaster, and I only took half off there on that move, and then CoreWeave is just essentially removing everything that we have on our day here, so that's not too good. SCKT, we'll pull this bad boy up. Same narrative, we're just reading the tape. Looking for a rebound in CoreWeave now, but boom, as soon as I get in, Shreve, like this one, but high of the day break, just reading, and then I take half off. It should have punched out right there at almost at 19s, 20s, and then now we're starting to look like we might halt down at this point there, Shreve. So a good thing that we got out there. Now here's this CoreWeave absolute dumpster fire disaster. Let's see if we can find any form of a rebound. I don't want to panic sell just yet on it.
Yeah, I'm defending in the VWAP over here, so that's what I'm watching. So we've got 92s on. I've let it fill. Let's see if exactly what we get. Looking for a hold up at the volume weighted average price, showing mid 80s. No buyers right now though, but I'm seeing a bit of a bounce on BQ for those who are looking for possibly a good move on that one. Let's see if we can get something here in the mid 90s on SCKT. No buying, not enough buying anyway. Seller at 88. There could be resistance here, I want to say, just in between that 90 to 95 area. It's littered with a range on the 5-second chart. But if we can get above that specifically and move into 2, I think we could have a good opportunity here. The tape is fundamentally slowed down here into 90. Yeah, it's got a very thick trade. It feels like more short covering than longs there. I'm going to flatten out here for a 2-penny loss. We'll continue to watch. If this wants to regain trend, then we'll keep an eye out on that. I'm happy with this out. I didn't like what I saw there in terms of the tape slowing down, and there it goes right back down. Good out there on me, but we give back a little bit there from the earlier move up. So continuing to watch that. I don't want to defend to get into VWAP because it's the second time it's been at VWAP in like almost, a couple of minutes. So that's not going to be the move here to keep defending into that level. There was ones you guys were telling me, WEN as well. So let's look at that.
What a joke.
WEN.
Wendy's
over here. Oh, Wendy's is ripping, man. How come these ones are not showing up on my scanner today? That's super bizarre. How bizarre. Yeah, but we're gonna keep Wendy's. Wendy's looks fantastic, and quite frankly, Wendy's. I don't like. Why am I saying it like that? Wendy's looks a lot more steady state, higher high, higher low than everything else, to be quite honest with you. So I would feel more comfortable packing size onto that. WCT, says Stuart D. Yes, you guys are coming through with the calls right now. So who are we going to take off here? We'll take off DOGZ, WCT. These all look fantastic. All breaking out at the moment. So keep your eye on WCT and WEN. They're looking pretty good here, Joey.
All right, good stuff. Yeah, I'm removing CoreWeave off of the old chart I shouldn't be intraday trading, even though I want to short the wazoo out of it there, Sharif. But yeah, I'm not going to mess around with it anymore. It's unfortunate. So we did have this nice little scalp here. Nothing crazy. We did get stopped out half of our position, and then we had the TQ short. But then this CoreWeave trade that we never got any rebound, breaking through the volume weighted average price, we just give some back. So now we're just barely holding on to positivity here, and it was not too bad of a start of the day. So I mean, that's what happens, man. You swing the bat, and sometimes you strike out, and that was the narrative here that we had on CRWV. I'll pull that up. We could have got out a lot earlier too, which we should have done, but the tape kind of fooled me. Pretty the fool, says Neil. So boom there, and then we get out. So it just should have hopped out all right there. SCKT definitely breaking down now at this point, ladies and gentlemen. So we'll head back over to our small cap scan, see if we can find anything out on that front. Chow, how you've been performing. Anything that has 1 million shares traded. Maybe I'll like this one. WCT, Well Change Holdings, $1.26. So there's the 1 minute time frame. The liquidity's there. Okay, there it goes. Bang. Yeah, WCT, Well Change. Are you looking at that one?
I'm about to pull it up.
Okay, you're about to pull it up there. So not too bad of a break there. Sharif, on the high of the day, 124, now printing 134. Is this halting? It might. It might be there because it's not moving right now. Yeah, it's limited up. So limit up there on that one. So WCT. We'll keep an eye out on that, boy. Bex, what's up with this one? Nothing crazy. SMCL, this is a leverage play. How's SMCI been performing? Nonetheless, there's not really anything crazy going on right now. Dare I short this CoreWeave? How much did I lose on this one? Yeah, we'll send it over there, 106. So $1.30. Wow. Okay, so I'm gonna have to wait and try to grab a $2 move at least, or up the share size on CoreWeave if I'm gonna be looking to play it again. SpaceX up 5% here today. All right, guys. You know what time it is. Favorite time of the day. We're gonna send it over to the desk with Juan and Adara.
What happened in the European markets, which just closed for the day? We'll find out with Juan.
Thank you, Adara. European markets trading lower today. Ongoing geopolitical risks as well as reactions to the U.S. inflation data print. Now, stock 0 down marginally, still hovering below all-time peaks set earlier this week, but we can see as tensions in geopolitical risks rise, defense sector up 0.9% and energy as well up. Auto sector and luxury dropping 2% on weak demand in Europe. If we take a look at Germany, also marginally down 0.24%, but they did have a huge rally in tech stocks. Infineon rising more than 3.8% following strong earnings from CoreWeave as well as Supermicro. Industrials caught a bit as well in Germany. We saw Rheinmetall up by 4.5%, while Siemens Energy advanced by 4%. TKMS also jumped over 11% over solid results as well as an upgraded full-year revenue outlook. In France, however, the main laggard for today, we've seen luxury stocks pulling the index down, with Louis Vuitton falling more than 3.5%, Hermes losing 2.5%, and Kering dropping more than 4.2%, one of the biggest laggards there. I mean, the sector remains under pressure as the Strait of Hormuz and also prolonged slowdown in global luxury remains a threat. On the upside, though, in France, ST Microelectronics added about 1.3%, benefiting from the strength across global tech markets. Over in the United Kingdom, they were down by 0.28% for the day. Oil majors such as Shell and BP fell around 1.2%, while AstraZeneca, GSK, as well as Unilever also declined around 2% each. Burberry was the biggest laggard, falling to about 4.3%. On the upside, though, aerospace as well as defense companies gained. We had BAE Systems and Babcock up by 1.5% each, supported by continued strength, of course, in the sector. Now, with the US inflation data print out, people or markets will be digesting that. For tomorrow, any sharp upward ticks in long-term sovereign bond yields, such as the 10-year Treasury yield in the US, as well as the German 10-year Bund yield, they'll put immediate pressure on high-growth tech sectors as well as real estate. Also, with geopolitical tensions now, Brent crude is hovering near $90 per barrel, so any further escalation in the Middle East could drive oil above $90 per barrel, squeezing margins for transport, chemical, as well as the airlines. while boosting stocks like Shell, BP, and Total Energies at the opening tape tomorrow for the European markets.
And what's happening right now, actually, before sending you back to the guys, we have SpaceX, SPCX. They just posted, or rather SpaceX AI posted on X, the benchmarks for their new 4.6. Grok 4.6 high actually beats FableMax on a couple different benchmarks. I mean, FableMax still outperforming them on most of the benchmarks, but interesting look here for Grok 4.6 as released by SpaceX AI, of course, part of the SPCX. We'll see you with one during the Chinese or European, oh, that was not English, Asian market segment at 3:30 p.m.
Thank you to Juan and Adara for that. All right, guys, let's get right down to work. Here we go. WCT, halted, 135. Halt time, 11:31:34. Current time, 36:07. We're about 30 seconds from resumption, and you probably want to know about the top now, right? Since this is on the NQ. It's $1.50.
Oh,
we're about 15 pennies higher than the resumption. And the beautiful thing is, I was telling Joey while Juan was giving us the info here, is that this one's on the NQ, so we won't have to fly blind. About 5 seconds left till resumption here. Let's keep an eye out here at what this does. Let's see if it resumes on time. Here we go. Popping up. Oh, my Lanta.
Nice.
Here we go. Watching. Let's see. We get a little bit more.
Are you in it too?
Yeah, but I'll defend, right?
Savage.
So,
savage.
Here we go.
21.
21. All right. Looking for a bigger move up. Joseph, options into the $0.50. Watching here. Let's see if the buyers do step in. 65. Big seller at 65. Joey can't shake the seller at 65. There was an equally big buyer right around the $0.50. Down it goes. What's limit down, you ask? 29. Let's see if this holds up. It's not going to hold up. It doesn't look like, at least for now. It's filling in the gap. I have to get out here. Small position, so still watching. Could get back in. I don't have my 5-second chart on this one, though, so that's the crappy thing, and I don't want to WCT. There we go. Now we're good. All right, let me watch here. Here we go. What a move right back up, man. Yeah. So let's see if that 65 seller, they can get that 65 seller out of the way, right? Because if we get that 65 seller out of the way, I think we could at least resume to the high side. Here we go. Oh, wow. Looking for a bigger move. No, we're still, again, right back into that level again. So you're going to have to pack your patience with this one, it feels like, because it's not immediately apparent whether this is going to be pretty parabolic, right? So let's see, 69 seller now coming in, 70 seller, 72. Okay, there we go. Nope. Can't quite get through that level, though. Yeah, exactly. You feel that as well, right? Yeah. There's a pretty aggressive seller here at 70, give or take, right? 69, 70, even into 71s. You felt that the seller was coming in pretty aggressive. So it's rejected 75 twice now. So big seller at 25, 75 twice. What are you seeing, Joey?
Oh, brother, I'm way too big right now. I'm way.
Well, likewise.
I'm massive right now. Let's see what we got going on. If this thing breaks down, then I have to get out of it.
50 is
way too much size on this one. Yeah, I'm out.
You got VWAP at around 47. Here we go. Limit down.
What a return on. What a flip of the day.
It's a bamboozler, right? So you got the support here at around 50. It has to hold 45 because that's where the volume weighted average price is. So if it fails that, I think that this one is done for the day. We're going to go up to SIA for happening now.
No, not happening now, but just a quick news that I do want to mention is that SpaceX is having a bit of an uptick right now. It's trading at around the $140 region. You want to make a look at, they just introduced on their website and just wrote on their news that they're introducing Grok 4.6. It delivers frontier intelligence and is a significant improvement over Grok 4.5 at the same price. So they have a news article that they just released. They're comparing all the versions of the Grok that is 4.6, 4.5, 5.6 Sol, and Fable 5 all in comparison in the table. So they just announced this, and the stock is reacting to it as well.
Great.
All right, I'll tell you guys the narrative of what was going on. So approximately I was up half a shutdown, and then I reversed it to down now half a shutdown. So that's what I was talking about, Juan, man. Sometimes you just got to take the money and run. But we obviously have some other things to do as well here. I'll pull this trade up, WCT. Hey, man, sometimes it goes. You know what Ricky says, or sorry, Ray says, sometimes she goes, sometimes she doesn't. And this was the narrative here with this one, boom, to the downside, just after a couple good plays, right? So if we had the ability to just boom, up half a shut on this TQ trade, not too bad of a look. We get the other little bit of a move, and then CoreWeave in this WCT. Even though it's bouncing off of the volume-weighted average price right now, it looks like it wants to give a little bit back, but considering I'd have to just go back into the same amount of size to even mitigate what we just had go on, and I'm not willing to do that. So there it is, bang, WCT. We'll keep our eyes on the tape to see if it does step back in, clean flushes, then you might have another opportunity. So there's something above the ask. I like this one, but it's immediately met. So you can see how the bag is kind of mixed here. We want to see more clean, just wave after wave of just hitting above the ask, and we're not getting that right now. Angry, I just explained we were up half, now we're down half. So here it is. Uh-oh, there it goes. It's going to go now, Sharif, potentially. Let's see if this defense continues to step in here. Yeah, there it goes one more time. But for this push, a couple of additional waves higher, then off to the races, you can go breaking this $1.72 marker. Oh, I really like the way that this 1 minute candle sets up. Let's try it one more time to see if we can do it. What else are we here for? We may as well take some shots, and you miss the shots that you don't take as well. So we'll keep our eyes on the tape here, ladies and gentlemen, to see if we get what we see. There it is, a nice clean flush, but immediately met. So let's see if this happens. Come on, come on, additional wave. There it goes, but we're getting rejected at 65. And full disclosure, I don't even have half of what I had on this, a quarter of what I had on that previous position. So if we don't get an extended move or a halt up, then I mean it's nothing crazy. At least it'll eliminate some, but it doesn't seem that's going to be the narrative at this time.
All right, taking prints here. I like the uptrend, but it's locked in a bit of a range. I mean, it really has to take out 70, then 75. It's putting in some bottoming tail candles. Right now, seller at 63, can't shake the seller there, continuing to watch 65, 66, 69. Let's see, can we get 70? There's 70 momentarily showing up, looking for a bigger move, man. Where are the buyers to step in here? 67 again, 68, 69, 7, boom! Into the freaking high. We have 56s on this. We got big size here. What flush down, unreal. Break even on the remaining amount, unbelievable. Into 77, back down to VWAP. Yeah, the small caps are just they're difficult this week. Certainly, I think all the short sellers saw all the fun we were having last week and just like, nope, we're not gonna let them have that much fun. We're gonna short everything. That's kind of how it feels this specific week. So I had to get out of that, but we did take some nice prints there into the high. So we do have the high of the day. Actually, I don't have the high of the day. 76s. I have high of day 77s. It's at VWAP again, though. That's the thing. It's not failing the volume weighted average price, which is right around that $0.50. But it's just such a thick trade at these levels, man. Now, you could give it, since it did defend the volume weighted average price quite well, you could give it to the $0.50, and then you would have been stopped out right there. As it did fail below the $0.50, reclaiming now. Yeah, we're gonna have to not give these ones that much size here because there's just no continuation. I think part of trading these small caps too, and I think just part of trading in general, is really getting to kind of have a feel for the market. So like last week when you could just punch into anything and then everything was going, and then this week you kind of feel, it's such a hard trade just to get in at the right area. And even when you do get in at the right area, there's a lot of chop like we saw on Plague yesterday. So it's a bit of a tough bunch this week. And yeah, I'm out here not touching this. This is really failing now down into 140. I'm gonna let this one go here. So yeah, nothing else here doing, just keeping an eye here on WEN. That one is consolidating a little bit, could be giving back some. Let's bring that into the side chart over here. WEN looks pretty good, man. The Halts, man, apparently looking at maybe buying this bad boy. When's the last time you had Wendy's, man?
I
don't even
probably a
remember
couple months ago. I rock with Wendy's though. I don't mind.
You rock with them,
yeah,
huh?
Wendy's tendies. I like the tendies.
Where is that guy?
I don't know, man.
He's gone. Huh?
I have no idea.
The tendies, man.
Nothing wrong with little Wendy's tendies once in a blue moon. I was trying to remember the last time I had pizza. I've been craving that, but we got to hold off on that one there. But Wendy's, get a double baconator or something along those lines. Listen, I'm a Harvey's guy, but my
they don't know what that is, bro.
Yeah, I know. That's unfortunate. That's unfortunate. You get the grilled, the fresh, not in that vat.
Ooh.
You get the nice taste of the flame. No, I don't really mess with the Frosties or anything.
Let me ask you something, man.
What's up, man?
You a big smash burger guy?
I'm a big hamburger guy, man.
Big
and when it
hamburger
comes,
guy.
I'm always cooking them up at home.
You don't ever make smash burgers?
I mean, yeah, of course. I like them. If you go to a nice spot here, here's WCT going once again here. Hey, I'm all right. Why, you like smash burgers?
I do like smash burgers, man. I like protein, Joey.
You like protein in general. Okay, yeah, well, I mean, I would have never guessed that one. Anyways, aside from let's just take one more attempt on this bad boy.
This guy's getting sassy, huh?
Well, but I wouldn't necessarily call it sass. I was just saying, I would have never guessed that you liked protein.
I know, right? I only eat like 500 eggs a day, right?
Even Neil's like, what? You like protein? But yeah, let's see if we can get this rocking and rolling. I had actually made this jerk chicken tacos yesterday. No, I'm not being sassy whatsoever. Let's see if we can get this moving. WCT Sharif, yeah, the Sass Master himself. Well, what we need is a little sass here in WCT Sharif.
Yeah, where is
it doesn't look like it wants to go right now. Anyways. Now, there's a good spot in Liberty Village. There's a lot of smash burger spots, but attempt number 3, if we strike out at the plate, it is gone. It's like, all right, that's it. Yeah, I mean, it's not enough.
All right, options, man. That 70 level.
Break the 70. Who is this guy? We need to have
for him to get clipped.
There he goes. There it goes. Yes, Halt, sir. We're holding on to this bad boy. Sharif, continue to climb a little bit higher. Of course, we would like to have some more, but that's not necessarily the case right now. $2 is what your boy's going to try to hold up, and we're at 64s. Oh, you're in at 74s. Yeah. That might be a little bit of a stretch in what I'm asking for, but hey, if we're going to move, we're going to continuously move because we took a hefty hit.
He took a hefty one.
Yeah, on some heavy shares as well, too.
Oh, my Lanta.
Man, it's comical, to be honest with you. Other than that, man, we're in this. Let's see if we can get $2.
Let's see, man. Let's see. Here we go. Dancing with $0.75 again. Seller at 74. Big seller at 74. Can't shake the seller. All right, continuing to watch here. Let's post some at 78. Yeah, let's see if that 74 seller gets out of the way. He's not getting out of the way, Joey. What a convicted bugger this guy is, man.
We got to talk to him.
Well, we're going to talk to him. All right, let's continue to watch here. The tape is basically stagnant because the 74 seller is putting a poop on everybody's party out till we can take out that 74 seller. Continuing to watch. My mistake here. Good. So decent. Let's see what we can get. If they're stair-stepping down into 73s here, 72 seller. There's that 74 seller again. There's 75s options, man. Let's see if we can pop up a little bit here off that level. Yeah, it's a really thick trade. I keep expecting it to kind of go, and it just doesn't, right? So that does become a bit of a problem here. Let's see if it dips, though, into the $0.50 now. See, the VWAP's kind of adjusted a little bit, right? It's now above the $0.50, so 56s is where I see the volume-weighted average price. But there is a local buyer here. I want to say in between 65 and 70. But we're going to have to take out the $0.75 seller. So I think I'm going to just pack my patience here. Unless this one closes a print below VWAP, I'm just going to pack the patience. I've got the size that I need. I don't mind taking this against me a little bit, but it's going to have to hold up area lows. So.
All right. Yeah.
I feel like I'm getting cut up if I'm looking for the breakout trade every time.
On this one?
Yeah, right? And just in general with these, because the breakout trades haven't been in. They haven't been this week.
So. Hasn't really been in play. I mean, there's the rebound on CoreWeave here off of the lows as well, too. So, man, oh, man, that's so. I should have bought some here, but I'm like, why am I going to buy into? I mean, it's a pretty good answer. Just answered my own question there. 106.08 held up really well. Let's see if we can break. Sharif hit this one on the head. 170 seller, just keeps stepping in aggressively. So let's watch out if this capitulates and just completely breaks down through the volume-weighted average price, then you might not get any continuation here. So we'll keep an eye out on that one. We did pop into 84s, looking for more of a pop into 90s and even $2, but I think that was a little bit of a stretch. As soon as we mentioned $2, you're like, they're listening. So anyway, I'm obviously being sarcastic, but yeah, there it goes. Tape really weak right now at this point, ladies and gentlemen, so we have to be prepared to get out of this one. Any breach of VWAP, then we'll just head a little, or we'll just get out of that one, man. I never like doing that, and I'm, you know what, I'm typically pretty good is like when I'm up, we just size down drastically and just try to hold on to the majority of the profits. I never love going from being up X amount to being down the exact same amount. It's definitely not fun whatsoever. Yeah, what a breakdown here, Sharif. It's still holding VWAP. CoreWeave with the turnaround, man, oh man, that is the stock market will get to you sometimes. CRWV. Let's pull up this bad boy here on CoreWeave and see what is going on, Sharif. It's definitely on my ish list, that's for sure. 106 hold, 107.31 now. It would have gave us a good opportunity to get out of that bad boy at this point. But I think third time's a charm. You're going to break trend and you're going to head right back towards the volume weighted average price. But I'm not going to take any more attempts on this one. We'll see what WCT has in store for us momentarily. Volume is really starting to cool down as well, so take that in. If we have an additional wave, so you can see where the participants are really starting to step in, volume, boom, boom. But what you need, it can or cannot happen, is that you want to see an additional wave. Yeah, there it goes on the breakdown. Oh man, what a disaster. Listen, we were down pretty bad, and then we had that one closing trade. We're out. That was, wow, it didn't feel me.
Unbelievable.
Wow, now it's halted down? Are you kidding me? That is not very good. Okay, now we're out. Am I out? Yeah,
yes,
okay,
you
boom.
are out.
Wow, that was not good. Yo, we both got out at the exact same time.
Yeah, I got out.
I tried to get out and it wouldn't fill my order, and then sure enough, you take an additional 20 cents. Yeah, yo, that is right, Assassino. Man, it goes from a good one to not so good just like that, ladies and gentlemen.
No good at all. SCKT breaking down as well. Let's look at Wendy's. Wendy's just got into a new high at day 879,880. This one's moving. I'm seeing the chat call out IZM as well. IZM is Rip City right now. Let's keep an eye here on not ZIM, IZM on the NQ. Yes, okay, so this is a penny stock into 41 pennies. Breakout just coming in fast and furious. Watch out with this one. Possible support at 30 to 32. High a day is 41 on the dot. Trade this carefully. It is south, of course, of the volume weighted average price. Whew. Dang, bro. SCKT, BQ, WCT. What theme do you see here? Yeah, death. That's what it was. Undertaker. Look at these. All of them failed. Up, fail, up, fail. Oh my days.
Someone said in the chat, our boy Luis is making money off. He's like he's
stuck in the car right now.
Is he stuck in the
car?
car?
Yeah, he texted me. He's because there's that eclipse. In Barcelona, apparently you can get like the best view. So here's what he said.
He's in a car.
I did know that there was he's on the way to watch it. So here's what he said. Hey mate, sorry I couldn't make it into the TV today. I was in traffic jam. It's crazy day here due to the eclipse. Best spot in the world to see it, he says. Please inform them I won't be able to. So I'm like, no problem at all, man. I heard about the eclipse. Did you get any pics? He's like, hasn't happened yet. We are driving to an astronomic point of view.
Okay. All right, well, tell me.
So the man, Luis.
But yeah, you hit that one on the head. Don't forget, in the stock market, you don't make money, you take money.
Well, I'm not taking crap right now.
Yeah, boy. No, it's getting taken from me. That's for sure. We were taking in the beginning, and then how things turn around relatively quick is a completely different story. So, yeah, I mean, hey, man, it is what it is. It's only one single day. You know what? It's funny. During the earlier stages of your tenure, you remember your largest losses, and then now I can't, like, I know my largest loss, but all the ones in between there you completely forget about because it's just you come in here every day and you're trading, and there's a probability that you may lose and you may win as well, too. So just keep that in mind, everyone. WCT was absolutely disastrous.
What is SpaceX doing?
It's disastrous. SpaceX is up another 5% here today.
I'm very pleased.
What? 7%? This thing's going absolutely nuts. $142. Man, I might slightly be ITM on this battle.
I am in the money now, man.
You are?
Yeah, well, I added it.
30. No, but didn't you buy in the 70s?
Yes, I did, but
you
really depends on what
you bought more on the lower.
Well, I didn't buy in the single digits, but I bought on Monday. I told you that.
Yeah. So what I'm saying, you bought. So if you bought in 150 and 60, whatever you bought here in the 30s.
So I'll just tell you exactly how many shares I bought.
Yeah.
Bro, up there. We bought 25 at 180.
180.
Yeah, and then we bought 75
at 130.
Yeah.
Bang.
Yeah.
So.
We'll see exactly how that all works.
So yeah, that's what I was getting at. Your bigger tranche was at the lower price.
Well, always, right?
Yeah, that's what you. Yeah, that's essentially what you want to do. Yeah, for sure. 142. Let's rock.
It's doing well, man. It's doing well today. I feel like he had a all hands on deck meeting. I don't know if you saw any information about that. He streamed it on X.
Did he?
Yeah, it was like all about, you know, the future of SpaceX going, and he's yo, by the end of the year, our AI revenue, not profit, but revenue, is going to exceed our actual space.
So this is where, I think that's been the narrative. Let's see if I can find this here.
Hangry. Sorry to interrupt.
No, go ahead.
Angry, I just got 100 shares, brother, so I haven't written any covered calls yet. Like, I wasn't at the threshold until Monday, so I haven't done anything like that, but we'll talk to your boy about Joey Options about that, the whole thing there, so we'll see exactly how that goes. Also, who's in DFTX with me, guys? Because they reported earnings yesterday, and they were looking pretty good, man. We got into a key area of technical support. So DFTX gapped up pretty aggressively, closed at $41 today. I woke up and it was almost $51. And then we basically have filled the entire gap. So that was kind of a crap fest there, but we're still up 7 and change on the day. We were up substantially more in the pre, but DFTX, man, former MindMed, continuing to do it. And this is a $6 billion market cap now, man. This ain't no joke, I guess, anymore, Joey. People are always crapping on this, psilocybin that, psilocybin this, but the market's starting to take it seriously.
Let's call our, wow, we should get our guy on the phone.
Oh, yes. Love him, man. He's a package full of energy, isn't he?
Yeah, well, I'm glad, man, too.
Of course.
WCT is open once again, but you can see the weakness just step into on the bid.
Yeah, I'm not touching that.
Yeah, no, there's zero chance. This was absolutely disastrous. I don't know. Were you hitting your L key and you just couldn't get out?
I flattened out before you, though. I heard you say, I got to get out. When you said, I got to get out, I had already hit the flatten key.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah,
Which, hey, by the way, the flatten key failed me twice yesterday. Twice.
Dude, it failed me twice right there. And I'm like, oh, no.
Well, it's a script order.
And then I had to, I had to post real quick below the bid, and I'm like, oh, okay, thank you. Otherwise, we would have been caught in this downhold, and I would have been like, oh no. I would.
Oh no, yo, look at NBIS, man. NBIS, SpaceX. These are looking fantastic right now.
Yeah, so is CoreWeave now. Obviously, now that it licked grabbed me, and then decided to go a little bit higher. But no, aside from that, man, nice 7% day in SpaceX. Clearly a buy program. It's funny how we all thought this name was gonna. It's crazy how the market works sometimes. I think the majority of us were thinking that SpaceX was going to tank after all of those shares, those locked up shares were released. And then sure enough, off of those lows, you're up 40% almost. Like, come on. That's crazy stuff. NVDA is treating us really well. But I mean, at the end of the day, we want to grab some more in some lower prices. Like, what did I just do there? Oh no, disastrous. Anyways, okay, so there it is. What's up, Casey? So here it is, 211 is where I would like to grab some more. Even if I could get, listen, trading gods, I preach to you. Let's see.
That's crazy.
184. What is it? You think I'm asking too much?
He doesn't ask for much around here, bro. If you guys don't know, it's a running gag. Your boy Joey Options, when he first started here, man, like he's just getting acquainted with the production team. You know, Ram. Well, she doesn't do much around here, but it's fun. Oh, gonna get clipped for that. And then Fabian and everybody else, and like you'd always be asking for animations, and his go-to line was, before he asked for something, was, I don't ask for much around here. And then like it was like consistently every day. It's like yo, you're constantly asking for something.
I know, man. Sometimes you need a reality check. This reality check here, Sharif, for me would be a 185 here on 185 on NVDA. That would be my dream price. And then it's just like here. Take my car at this point. No, I would never do. Don't listen to what I would never do that. I'm being sarcastic.
Do you have a name for your car?
No, I was never really one to name my vehicles. Yeah.
I used to have a name for
just my guy. You were. It was Betsy or something.
Elsie. Close. Yeah.
On those lines, I would never.
I had a reason for that.
To name it my vehicle, other than like you piece of garbage sometimes.
Fabian had a blue Honda Fit that he named Pearl. Was it a blue Pearl?
That's a good one.
It was a blue Pearl.
It was a blue Pearl. So
that's where he got the name. I like it.
How about the Black Pearl? Do you know where the Black Pearl's from?
I don't. Is it from Nandang?
Nandang, no. It isn't. No, it's actually on the opposite side. Nandang, yeah.
I keep calling it by the wrong name and it tilts him. I love it, bro. Today he was like, that's crazy. Why are you calling it that? I'm like, I literally thought that was a name.
Nandang, yeah.
I'm kidding, man.
How many days? Let's do this. Over under right now, Sharif. I mean, we're getting around that noon hour. Over under 12 and a half trading sessions till NVDA hits an all-time high.
What's all-time high?
136.
236, you mean?
236.
236?
Yeah, over under 12
So we're at
and a half.
223. How many trading days?
12 and a half.
Huh, it's still putting in lower highs, options, man.
So
This
take,
is,
take
trade
the under
here.
then. Or take the over.
Let's have a look. Let's have a look, Joey. 236
Yeah.
trading days. I say it needs more.
So you're over 12 and a half?
Oh no, Ram heard us.
What did she say?
Well, heard me.
Oh, so
She's like, I heard y'all. I was on delay. Yeah, apparently everybody's delayed about 11 or 12
So Sharif's
seconds.
over. All right, guys, put it in the chat. Are you over under 12 and a half days?
I'm going to take
here?
over on that.
You're
yeah.
over. We'll see what Sia and
Yeah.
Neil think here momentarily. Are you guys over or under 12 and a half days? NVDA all-time high. Bye-bye WCT. Bye-bye to all of Joe's realized gains. And hello to realized losses. Let's send it over to the desk. Everyone's going with the under 12 and a half. Are we ready to send it over, Assassino? Let's do it. It's happening now. Over. Wow.
Good afternoon. Let's take a look at the markets right now. The SPY is currently up very close to 0.20%. You have the triple Qs that are up close to 0.70%. And the Dow is up minutely, but it's still in the green. Let's take a look at one thing that I do want to talk to you about before we send it over to Neil. DJT is what we're going to take a look at. President Donald Trump has been sued over the controversial sale of advanced notifications of his posts on his platform, Truth Social. So the lawsuit has been filed in the U.S. District Court in Manhattan, and it notes that Trump's post on his own social media site often, quote, move markets. Here's what the civil suit says. President Donald Trump is charging $100,000 per month for advanced access to his official government announcements on Truth Social, the social media platform he owns. The scheme is extraordinary, corrupt, and unconstitutional, and plaintiffs bring this case to stop it. So Trump Media had also announced in July that it will be offering subscribers who paid up to a $100,000 amount each month early access to quote-unquote market-moving posts from Trump and other people who use the platform, and this service is known as Truth API. DJT is currently down over 6%, closing in to 6.5% on the day. That's all for my update. Before we go back to the midday, I want to stop and ask Neil, what's his lesson for the day?
Thank you, Sia. The lesson is keep it as simple as possible. Not just because I don't want to have to switch screens because I took my guard off, so I don't want to be doing all this like crazy stuff. But I think the most simple, type of trade or thing to look for would be the pattern that just repeats itself. There's an interesting question. I remember hearing this when I was a trainee, and it's what's the most likely thing? If you know nothing about the market, what's the most likely thing for it to do today? And then the answer was what it did yesterday in a general sense, right? And obviously that's not going to directly be true. Like no one's here to claim that every day is going to repeat itself. But if you ever see a pattern and then the same pattern is setting up the next day that worked and worked fantastically, well, I mean, if it fits in your playbook, then that's something you should pay attention to. And I'm going to bring it to IBIT for a quick little second. And I'm purposefully leaving out today so that we can have an idea of what you were looking at before going into this. No daily chart, no 15-minute chart, just right here on the 3-minute. You have up, kind of down day, but consolidative day, where it made a high after an up day. Then you get the clean lower high and pure trend down. Unequivocally, unambiguously, down day on IBIT a couple of sessions ago. And what does it do yesterday? It's a little bit lower. It gaps up first. And you can say, okay, well, it goes back into this prior support from the last up day and the morning range bottom, and then just starts trending down. But the more important thing is, look at what's happening at 9. Look at what's happening at the open on this day as opposed to this day. At the open, when it tries to go higher, it just consolidates and loses the volume-weighted average price. Now, in the middle of a downtrend, the one time it broke VWAP was here, but you're seeing a stock, an ETF, which is just incredibly weak. And the way I look at it is if it's already made its high in the pre-market and then only doing lower highs after that, and 2 days in a row, it gives you the same fantastic move, over 2% straight down, then why not look for the same thing? Now, admittedly, you're not guessing it's going to go down by shorting this at 8:30 in the morning when the number's coming out, but we got an economic number. It put in the high. What's it doing when it gets to 9 o'clock? It's putting in a lower high off of the same top at the open yesterday. At the open, it jumps into VWAP, puts in another lower high. And then it proceeds to just drop and do the exact same range in half a day that it took the entirety of the day to do. There's nothing rocket science about this. Like, I don't have to predict, I think Bitcoin is going to be weak today. It's going to be a short. No, this was the short yesterday off of those levels. The market went up. It didn't go up with the market. As it tried to go up when the market was going up, it's rejecting the same levels it rejected yesterday. When it lost VWAP, it made it to the low. When it lost VWAP, it made it to, there's literally nothing complicated about that trade. Nothing. You're not reading anything that isn't obvious. You're just simply looking at what it did the day before. And I would posit this that it was disappointing to have missed this yesterday because really it would have been the same trade yesterday, basing it off the prior day. You're losing it off the open. It puts in the lower high, breaks down underneath VWAP. You short it. Now, I know how I roll. Like, I'd be short here, and in the morning range, I'm probably taking it out there and then hoping I can somehow, weasel my way into that trade. But it just comes down to taking the lowest hanging fruit. When I'm not messing up my shoulder with my baseball, with the 9-year-olds I'm pitching to, one of the things that I tell them when it's the first and second or the bases are loaded or just in any situation, when you're at that age, make the most simple play, right? Like, if you get a ground ball to third base and there's runners at first and second, just because you can throw it to first doesn't mean it's easier than tagging the runner, which is going to run right into you. And that happens at that level. Believe me. The runner will, even when a runner doesn't have to go, or when they do have to go, they won't even try to sidestep you. They'll just run directly toward the bag, and you can step on your bag if it's right next to it. Take the easiest play, right? Like, that's what the game is about. That's what trading can often be about too. So if you can try to find the simplest setup, if it does it 2-3 days in a row, then just do that till it stops working. And obviously it's not going to be guaranteed. At some point the pattern stops. But if you get it 3, 4, 5 days in a row, who cares? Especially when it's such an easy risk-to-reward opportunity. So keep it simple if you can. The great thing about the markets is that they will fall into patterns sometimes. Not every stock, but plenty will. Whether it's a trend or whether it's a range from the day before, you just want to be able to take advantage of it when you do see it. Will I think the same thing on Bitcoin tomorrow? Probably. Not a guarantee, but if it sets up the same way, take a shot at it. And hopefully it works out the same. And if it doesn't, from a risk to reward standpoint, I'd have to break a lot of rules to get back the move here today. So it's good until it's not. Observe patterns, take advantage where you can. This beef, we literally have this like, I don't know, it's like some chewy, somewhat curry beef with potatoes. Vegetables seem like they're good, so I'm happy with the vegetables. But the beef, I'm giving a 3.8. I can't. It's like it's pretty tough. So the lunch is what it is, but thankfully the veggies are good and the salad's legit. Like, the salad has a little grapefruit in there. So the salad looks fantastic. Cucumbers, tomato. So I'm pretty happy about the salad. That's all right. It's just the beef that's no good. Overall, the lunch is good. Okay, good luck, everybody. Hopefully the market can catch a bit of a bounce for everybody because we like it when the market goes up, not down.
Oh, over under.
Oh, I said under. I put in the chat.
You said under?
Yeah,
Okay,
I put
cool.
under.
Yeah, all right. See, Sia's gonna owe me $20 very soon. So I'm honestly playing around. Sia liking the chewy beef apparently. So we'll hit the bang on that one, and then. so why you say? But no to the pomegranate, which I can hit the or grapefruit. Sorry, grapefruit. We'll hit the bang to that one. I told you guys that one story when I was in my youth. I was probably around Sia's age at the time, and I was on we'll call it a hiatus the night before, and I decided to wake up obviously parched. And what do? I think that there is some orange juice in the fridge. So I'm like, oh man, I'm hella thirsty at this point. Go into the fridge thinking that I have a carton of orange juice. So what do? I open this up and I start chugging, only to realize that it was grapefruit juice, and I did not hold that.
Oh, I thought the story was going to go very differently.
No. I did not hold it down. It was absolutely disgusting. So we'll see. We'll pull that. Yeah, we'll hit that one. There's a lot of people who wish that at some point. I was. Let's go. We'll hit. Hangry, that's not very nice of you. Sharif and Joe, my favorite boys on the channel, what's up? Gambled on 3,800 shares of CoreWeave before the close yesterday, up 72K currently, but holding for all the glory. Man, that's not very nice of you, Hangry. But anyway, my guy, need to shed any more light. There goes CoreWeave. Oh man, this is what CoreWeave has done to me. CRWV, man, has not treated me well, but I'm glad that it has treated you. Right back to our entry price. Man, we get out around the lows and then off to the races it goes. It's a good one. Maybe that should be a new motto there. But my guy, Dragos, I know you've been printing up a lot of storms, 3,800 shares. That's some pretty big size, man. I've never put on a position worth 3,800 shares, to be frank with you. So nice, man, especially of a $100 name. Congratulations to you. And you know what I say? Don't spend it all in one place. That's for sure. Save a little bit, some for a rainy day. But nice work, man. Congratulations to you, and thank you for the super chat. Obviously, I'll hit any. People want to hear this one, but I don't feel like it goes with this one. So this is what we'll do, Dragos. To the individual. So this is what we'll do to the individual who's on the opposite side, in which you received and took the money from that 72K, because you didn't make it. You have to take it from somebody.
Yeah, I just got back, brother. I didn't even see
the
that.
Eggs, yeah, man. You got the eggs rolling in.
This is the shakshuka. So essentially, it's just like a regular egg, and then they just throw in some salsa on it. And yes, this is a mini croissant here, because Claude told me that I have to have more carbohydrates. Joe.
All right, listen to Claude. Yeah, no, I tried watching a little bit, but to be honest with you, I just put things on for background noise. Listen, my days are pretty, they're pretty action-packed, right? Like, you have to take into consideration, if I leave here at 4 o'clock, then I'm home because it's traffic, 4:35, 4:45. Then I take the dog out, feed him, then hit the gym, come back, cook food, shower, and then get the option stuff ready for you guys the next day. It's already 8:45.
8:45.
8:45, 9 o'clock, right? So there's not much time in the day for that stuff. And if I put something on, chances are I'm going to be falling asleep to it. We're going to send it over to the desk now.
All right, guys, VinFast reported very strong Q2 momentum. They delivered more than 70,000 EVs globally. Guys, that is up 96% year over year. And the first half deliveries actually reached 129,000 vehicles. That's up 78%, and it reinforces that the company's growth trajectory is expanding across all its EV portfolio. And guys, by mid-year, they'd already achieved approximately 43% of both their 2026 4W and 2W delivery targets, and that puts the company firmly on track across both growth engines. Shout out to VinFast. Growing pretty fast there. Okay, good for them. Guys, and I said this, I'm going to say it again, I don't care. It's really hard to grow deliveries right now in EV land. You just look at everybody's numbers. So the fact that they're able to grow it, to me, says something. And I like the VF9. Guys, I don't like anything right now in the market. There is really nothing going on. I'm thinking about trading SpaceX, man, because right now, the small caps, number one, they ain't biting. They're not continuing, and there's really nothing moving here. I see OFAL is halted. Is this limit up or limit down? I can't even tell. It looks like it's limit down here. And then I'm also looking at XHLD. XHLD looks okay. It's got a flat top break kind of brewing here. The volume's a little sporadic. It's got a lot of topping tails, so a lot of defending into the 2/3 of a dollar on XHLD. Almost 27%, give or take, but it's not looking great. BQ back above the volume weighted average price. It's got some clear resistance here at 140. You can see that pretty clearly. But again, you know, it's far off the top, so I'm a little hesitant getting in here at all. So that we'll keep an eye out on that. But I'm not liking anything at the moment. Sharif, will you go long or short on SpaceX from here? Because I've been watching it giving. Well, look, brother, it looks like it's defending the 141 area, right? The problem is, even though it's defending 141, it keeps putting in lower highs. So you could make the argument that this is a bull flag forming, or you could kind of just wait till the breach of the prior bar high, which you really haven't gotten. This is the only bar here, the 1150 bar to New York, that breached prior bar high, and then it ended up closing a little bit lower. So I personally would wait for that. You know, I'm not exactly a specialist at trading these large caps, but it did find a good area of support to make that point. New York is that 141 area is obviously the 1030 high. It failed. It went down all the way to 138.5. 143.30 high, but it's still putting in lower highs. All right, let me read this, man. Where's he at? Where's he at, man? All right.
Bro, it's mad.
I tuned in just in time to hear little Joey Smalls crying about being so busy. Come on, Joe. The Welcher, you ain't got no kids, and for all we know, Selena is made up and Milo, I didn't put this in air quotes, I'm doing it myself. Milo is imaginary. 1, 2, 3, pity party. That is a crazy statement.
I think we can confirm.
We can confirm all of it.
Yeah, some
Wasn't
of
it
them
Selena
are
taking
real.
that video you sent me on the weekend?
What was the video?
At Danforth.
Yeah, there you go.
Exactly.
There you go, right? So, I mean, imaginary. It's crazy because I've showed you guys pictures.
love this guy,
man. What's
bro.
going on, man?
Joey, how about you show him the picture that you guys drew of each other on Valentine's Day?
No.
I really like that picture,
No, that's
Adara.
a really bad one.
I think it's an excellent picture. Don't you agree, Adara?
Well, I was going to say, I think that you might almost hope that she was imaginary at that point so that a real woman wouldn't have to deal with having that photo drawn of them.
Oh, my God.
She just
I'm leaving,
dunked
man. This
all
show
over
is
you,
over.
bro.
That's
She just
crazy.
dunked. Oh, bro.
Man, the lack of respect
Pull up the
around here
picture,
is
bro.
crazy.
Pull up the picture. Pull up the picture.
I started this off with saying, hey, listen, I grew up on drawing stick figures, and I struggled with that, okay? I don't have an artistic bone in my body.
You did a very good job, brother. You know, like A for effort, right? I suck too at drawing. I suck.
Now you're just rubbing it in.
No, I suck. You asked me to draw something, I'd probably come up with something like you.
It was bad.
I'm not gonna lie, right?
And then we got another $10 super chat. You want me to play the video, man? Come on, AI. It's so old. You can't even.
The people want to see the picture,
existed.
Joey.
All right, man. Let me see if I can pull this up.
Maybe we sent it to Ram before. Maybe she's got it. Or Assassino. Did you ever send it to anyone?
It is crazy. I told you the lack of respect around here is absolutely insane, man.
We gotta show him, Joey.
Yeah, we'll pull it.
All right. So while you're pulling that up, man.
Sharif, lest they forget, my boy.
Oh, well, we're not showing that on the show.
We can't show that around here.
We can't show that on the show.
People forget.
All right. All right, guys, continuing to watch BQ here as it does hover around that area of technical resistance. I worry, though. So even though BQ is finding resistance at 140, it's got a previous area of support at 150, so that's going to act as resistance. So, you know, unless we take out those levels, even though it's above VWAP, I don't want to get involved. I'm red on BQ. I'm red on the day. I don't really want to continue to add to the redness of the day unless there's going to be something, you know, really worthwhile here. And I'm starting to think large caps because I got to tell you, I'm seeing nothing on small caps. So unless I'm just going to hang out here and not trade all day, we're going to have to trade something. And I'm liking the look of SpaceX's jib. It is now above prior bar high. It's got a higher low and a higher high, so it's kind of changed its tune a little bit here. Let's work into SPCX little by little. I'm not going to get in a big position because this ain't my moat. So let's see, where are we in at? 142.08. Let's see if this one can kind of make its way possibly back into 143. I can give it $1 because I took small size. So if I like what I'll see, I'll add into the position. If I don't, I'll get out, Joey.
Yo, give me a second.
Are you still looking for it?
I found it.
It's so
absolutely
good.
disastrous.
For everybody in the chat who hasn't had the pleasure of seeing Joey Options,
artistic,
let's just say very, very strong artistic talent, and on Valentine's Day of all the days, this is what he gifted her, right? So shout out to my man. He's doing it live. We're just joking around. Of course, Joey, we love you. You know, it doesn't matter.
You don't even feel bad for my artistic talent, Sharif. It's more or less you have to feel bad for Selena for such a bad job that I did. There's no justification.
I think you did great,
Sorry.
brother. I
No,
think you did great.
horrible.
You sent it to us.
Well, I tried sending it to you here, but it's gonna probably take forever because your boy's not on.
Well,
It's sent.
I'm ready.
It's there. It's ready.
I'm ready to go. So you
there.
sent it to me?
Yeah.
All right, here we go. Fabian, ready to do this? Because
How did this even get brought up, though?
I don't know. I have no idea, but I like where it's going. And Fabian, if we could put this on full screen too. You didn't send me.
Yeah, I did. I sent it via. Go check your messages, my boy.
Send it on GChat.
Here, I might be able to pull it up. Oh, there, I have it. I have it here.
How come I don't have it? Oh, there you
No, I
go.
sent it on a thread. Oh man. Why is it like that? Why is it not showing the full picture? Because she did a good job. And why is it only half? Anyways, aside from that.
Come on, bring it in, man. Let's go. Maximize.
It's bad. It's bad. It's really bad, man. It's crazy. It doesn't even look obviously remotely like how.
I do have a serious question, Joe.
Yeah.
How long did you guys spend? Like I want to know. Like, were you sitting there? I actually want to know how this.
Were
you sitting there looking at each other?
Let me
Was
put
there
it
a
to you this
timer?
way. Yes, I was sitting across from her. She was sitting across from me, and I tried. I said that.
I
I
just
said, "Hey,
don't
are
know
you
how
sure?"
long you had because hers looked more finished than yours. I'll put it that way.
It's no Picasso. It took me some time, right? I'm not that good. So I mean, the skins, everything is off. It's just not too good. I try. It's crazy, man. Yeah.
I told y'all.
Yeah.
I told y'all. Oh, come on, Big Spile,
What
man.
What's he
Big
doing,
Spile, man. We can't be saying that stuff. Like, we got to read these out loud, man.
That's not that bad.
Come on, man.
Because she does it in real life. We won't take any offense to that.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
you gotta respect the lady friends there, my guy.
Can we see what she drew?
Yeah.
Because I think she did a pretty stellar job.
She did an amazing job.
Yeah. And she's obviously quite talented in that kind of, that can't be like her first rodeo, right?
But see, that's the
does she
thing.
paint?
She's like some kind of what?
Does she paint regularly? Because that
No,
can't be
but
her.
that's the thing, right? Yeah, I know. I see it. Come on. Well, she's like, hey, I'm not that good. And then obviously I got sharked. And she's like, I'm like, trust me. I'm like, trust me, I'm not that good. And she's like, I'm not good either. And then when we did a comparison, I'm like, well, what are you talking about? You're not that good. So let's see.
I think she's great there, man.
Yeah,
I think she's
exactly.
quite good.
And it's like Katina Man saying, oh, yeah, I don't really play pool. And the next thing you know, this guy's just,
well, there you go. Shark.
hit it. Yeah, exactly.
Shark,
You got sharked. I got sharked again. So here, we got it up.
BQ's breaking out. I'm long SpaceX here at the whole dollar. We just covered here. We just took profits at the half dollar. It's having some trouble. I want to see if this can get to 143, but BQ on its horse. Where is my BQ chart? There it goes. Flat top break through 140, 160 incoming. So this is a big move here for BQ because it's taking out 40 resistance. It's taking out 50 resistance. God, I hate this. I don't want to trade this. That's the thing. It's just so difficult to trade. These small caps have been really difficult to trade lately, man. What do I give this to? 130, right? It's been, yeah, it's ripping. I see it, man. Shout out to Steven, but yeah, I saw it ripping before, and then it ripped my face off the other way, right? Like we got caught in so many false breakouts on this. So BQ, like I can build a smaller position. Here is what we'll do. We'll just build a stupid smaller position. Watch it go without me now. Whatever, we can defend this into 60 pennies. So continuing to do well here on SPCX. There it goes into 68. I'm looking for the whole dollar here. Back into the half dollar it goes. 143.30 high a day, Joey, on SpaceX.
All right, good stuff. Yeah, it's looking pretty good. So I mean, here it is. We'll get this over and done with. So I mean, there's no comparison on what happened here. I mean, it wasn't good.
Bro.
This one was pretty accurate. Did me dirty on the hairline and stuff, but hey.
Your eyes are different colors too.
Yeah, they are.
A little bit.
Yeah, it's all right. Well, I mean, we're not going to get into the
shape of your face quite well,
good,
bro.
right?
And the beard.
There's no comparison, really.
There is no comparison, bro.
The eye color, we get the eye color green as well, too. So, I mean, we'll rock it.
I like that you gave her like the little sun though in the background.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, come on,
there's
there.
like a setting. There is a setting.
You know what I mean? So, we tried, Adara. I'm telling you, we tried, man.
A for effort, Joey.
Yeah,
straight up.
Exactly.
A for effort.
And get the participation trophy going on that one. What is even up there? Anyway, Sharif, Nice look there on SpaceX, $142. Can you let me know the book title from yesterday? Why is that?
Oh, this
Brian,
one
yeah,
right here?
right behind you over
Absolutely,
there,
brother, yeah.
So.
Right here. It's called Anchored VWAP, and it's by Brian Shannon, CMT, Chartered Market Technician. It's a hardcover over here, man. It's a real deal. Anchored VWAP is the name of the book, brother.
Yeah. All right. How do you recover from that? I don't know. It's tough.
You're always a good sport about
I try
stuff,
to be sometimes. You know what I mean?
Most of the time, I'd say like 80%.
I've never seen like I've been getting thumbs down left, right, and center from double thumbs down. Wow, double downgrade on that one, going from a hold to a supercell. It seems to be at that point. Now, as for our watch list, Sharif. Nice look there on SpaceX, as it does look like it wants to head towards the high of the day, right? 143.27. Tesla down 1.8% here on the day. Wow, what a waterfall. Play here earlier in the morning. Double bottom at 323.
Bless you.
So, yeah, I mean, I was sneezing too. Never sneezed just once around these neck of the woods. Netflix giving back the majority of its move back down to $73. But hey, apes strong together. Nebius is up 27%. That's crazy. But SanDisk up 8 1/3. So trendline break here potentially, guys. Not too bad of a play on some of these memory storage plays. All right. We got a $5 super chat. Let's see what else we can do here. If Joe, this was funny. All right, if Joe was a police department artist, there'd be a spike in unsolved crime and a heavy police presence on Sesame Street. Yeah, absolutely. That's funny, man.
Man, bro.
This guy, that's comical, man. Hey, listen, you don't.
That's
want
a good
to
one
hire
right
me.
there, Joe.
That's
a good one right there.
Individuals. If I had to do your sketches, we'd be in a world of trouble. That's for sure. Yo. Yeah, man, that's crazy. Yeah, hey, man.
What the hell was that, man?
It's all right, man. How did we even get to this?
I don't know,
but anyways, I appreciate it all, man. Good times around these neck of the woods. And you know what? That's it. I'm gonna retire from drawing. No more paintings for you guys. It's probably better off that way, anyways. So. All right, guys. I don't know, Sharif. What do you got going on? You're out of SpaceX.
I got out of SpaceX, man. It broke down trend. Then it's right back up. Not like I really, have a great read on these, but it did break down below the level that I was earmarking. So got out there, but profitable on the trade. Here it comes back into that area high. Who are RMCF? Chuck of all trades says RMCF. Oops, typed it in wrong. RMCF. Yeah, coming into VWAP, I see that. Again, it's one of those ones where it's south of the volume weighted average price. It looked like a multiple halter to the high side, 215 there, showing 157. Not a lot to trade on the day, so I'll definitely keep it on the side chart. We'll take off OFAL, RMCF. Thank you for that. But it'll have to kind of change its tune a little bit for me to get involved. Casey's in RMCF, by the way. So where are you? Is that the one you were telling me about earlier, Case? That I wouldn't trade because it was south of VWAP, but we'll keep it on tabs here. Maybe it takes out that 215 area. In any event, I'm in BQ. I'm in a really small position, so I'm not really too worried about this. We're getting in very small size here. This could be a bull trap just to lure you in above a technical level, but we'll defend into 140. If it loses, then I'm out on that. We'll take it easy here because we're not going to be getting into big positions. Slick 006, $5 super chat. Thank you, Trader TV, for the awesome show. Made some money from Nebius. That's what we want to hear, man. You're here to make some money. Good for you, brother. Hope you print up multiple storms on your side of the screen and keep us updated, man. Let us know exactly how the trades are going and stick with us, man, because we're going to be bringing you all the details, Joey. Yeah. So let's see what we get here on BQ. We're going to set up some profit takers right up into 6.5, maybe 7.5 as well. We're going to do small size here just to keep things kind of afloat. But definitely keeping an eye on SpaceX as well, as this one works right back in, man, into 143. Should have held on to that one, Joe.
All right, good stuff, man. And fun times around these neck of the woods. Just don't be malicious. That's all. Malicious intent, we don't like that. All right. But anyways, Western Digital, guys, up 4.4%. You can see Seagate as well, too. looking pretty good. Multiple trend line breaks across the board here. DRAM up 7.5%. So congratulations to some trends finally being broken. And maybe some potential bottoms within this space all around. I believe JPM hit all-time highs today. Yes, it did. Let's go JP Morgan as this name continues to rock and roll for us. Man, what a run. Talking with Nimrod the other day
How's
after
he doing?
he chimed in. He's doing good, man.
Good, brother.
He's like, man, what do we, he feels like, hey, I'm just heavily concentrated in tech. What can we do? And like, the first thing that my mind personally heads toward is the financials. So any dip buy, we're going to be looking to grab a little bit more JP Morgan.
Okay.
Now some of the other fintech names not performing that well. I'm glad that we got all out of Robinhood. We're all out of Netflix, and I told you guys we're really concentrating, reducing our diversified portfolio, and really going to start to condense it. Why? Because I want a little bit more concentration risk and not spread so thin. I understand that you have the fluctuation, the ups and downs. None of that BS. All right. I want to go through the downs, and then when we move higher, I want to try to maximize the amount of gains as well too. CrowdStrike actually hit. Or no, it was on Monday, I believe. CrowdStrike hit all-time high. So not too bad of a look there, ladies and gentlemen. But so a stock that can't get out of its own way, Sharif, seems to be SoFi. So see you later. So long to SoFi over here. Now 1785, bang, down 46% off of the highs. Now a guy from work, the real guy from work in the chat. Listen, we were trying to get SMR New Scale Power rolling for us, but it just hasn't been doing it. And I mean, $57 all the way down to $9 now. That's 82% of its value just evaporated. I mean, over time that is, right? But I wouldn't be surprised if this name takes significantly longer than what we're expecting to recover. Same thing here with the crypto space, right? Crypto space not performing well whatsoever. You're down 50%, 60% in Ethereum. We can head over to ETHA. And we had fun with it last summer. I believe it's a year ago today is when I was in Chicago. We were rocking and rolling with this bad boy. It was hitting highs, and then we sold some off, and we were fortunate enough to get out. So you're down 61% right now from where we are currently from this previous peak. In October of 2025, that's when the tides changed here within the crypto space, 50% respectively in Bitcoin and then 60% here in Ethereum. So yeah, shout out to Tom Lee and everyone else who was saying 20, well, exactly.
Bun Tom Lee, bro.
Bun Tom Lee, you said?
But for now.
For now. And for now, things can change. Real quick as well too, but no, in all seriousness, man, we'll do what grinds my gears segment a little bit early.
I love this.
Right now. Is that hey man,
bro.
How do we go from talking about $250,000 on Bitcoin, $15,000 potentially on Ethereum to okay, see you later, down 60 and 50% respectively? What kind of nonsense is that? How do you how's things that off? I don't really understand.
Yeah, man. Well, I think it took everybody by surprise. I felt maybe the correction was a little bit aggressive there, but not without precedent. It's got plenty of precedent for the corrections on Bitcoin. Just throw on, I think you got to go on TradingView to get like the full picture since inception for Bitcoin. 70 to 80% corrections are part and parcel of that one's anatomy, really. That's kind of how it feels there. But whether or not you can hold on to it for that long probably has a lot to do with your risk appetite, whether you're leveraged or not, whether you're using your own money. And of course, size, position sizing as well will play a large part in that. But hey, we've seen these corrections before. So I'm holding tight. I haven't sold, nor am I interested in selling. Bitcoin, that is, of course. So we'll see how that goes. All right, continuing to watch BQ here. Right, coming back down into that 140 support. It's going to have to hold the 140 support though, because that's the area that it broke out from. Right, it was a flat top breakthrough 140. I thought it would have trouble with 150. It didn't. It actually cleared 160 and then continued along its merry way. Now I did get into Wendy's as well. Very small size. We're going to be trading small the entire show here, because we are negative on the day and I do not want to get shut down. So we're going to continue to watch WEN, looking for some profit takers. Maybe we can get into 9. It's an 880 high, but when you look at the closing prints, really it's an 875 area of resistance. So 8 3/4, an area of import here on WEN. In the same way, that 160, an area of import on BQ. I ain't talking about importing things anyway. So if we get a big break of 160, I think that we could resume trend. Now, on BQ, we're seeing 2 bottoming tail candles, both red, form here on the 5. Bottoming tail candles, to me, signal that buyers like this at a specific level. hence why the body ends up moving up and up and up. So continuing to watch BQ for clearing of the 1220 bar high, which is a $1.62. That's on the 5-minute chart. If it clears that, I think we can resume trend. We're at 152 right now. I stop out below 140. Clarity Act is not going to happen anytime soon, Spin. Yeah, I was looking at the prediction markets, and I think you're right on that. The prediction markets were not giving that much of a shot. In fact, let's check out right now what we got on Kalshi. Let's do this, Assassino. Let's go Clarity Act. Now go away. Go away. There we go. Clarity Act. Let's see. When will the Senate vote on the Clarity Act? Interesting. Before October 1st, there's an 87% chance that they vote on it. Now, will the Clarity Act become law? I guess the cutoff date here, there's a few. Before July 31st, 2027. Dang. So we're really looking down the line here. 36% chance, but the biggest chance is towards the end of the presidency here. President Trump's presidency. January 1st, 2028 is where the majority of the votes are. What's the volume on this, though? Because that will play a part here. So about 6.2 million shares or dollars in terms of volume on that. Let's see with respect to the voting. Clarity. There we go. When will the Senate vote on the Clarity Act? So how's this one doing? Before October 1st of this year, 87%, but by far the largest, well, not by far, but 93% think that it's going to be after the new year. Now, this is substantially less volume in terms of a dollar value, $1.2 million put there. So not as much to say about that one. IVDA says TT Mass. Let's look at IVDA. Is that one breaking out? Yeah, nice breakout there. IVDA, IVDA Solutions, $4.7 million market cap, 41 pennies, 43 penny high. Let me throw in the ticker. Volume just coming in. So right away, I have to tell you that watch out for the retracement, right? We call this the Christmas tree retracement because it's green on one side and red on the other. So watch out for that, especially if it stays below the $0.50. If it doesn't clear the $0.50, that one could be trouble. But TT Mass, thank you for calling that out, brother. Continuing to watch here, BQ as it drops back down into 140. If it loses 140, I'm out of that one. So we won't be giving this one much of a chance at all. And then now we're break even again on Wendy's as that one continues to consolidate. I don't mind defending into the $0.50 on Wendy's for a possible move into 880 or even the $9 level. So that would be an interesting look. STKT. I'm hearing from people. Another one that's breaking out, another new trade, but light on vol. 844,000 shares. This one just broke out, 14.58% in Greensville, but still very new. Trade this one carefully. Looking at yesterday's price action, look at this crazy price action. The pre-market pops up into 196, pops down into 126, and now we're kind of somewhere in between at 169 high a day. So keep that in focus as well, Joey. But there's not much, man, going on, to be honest with you, in these markets at all right now, at least in small cap land.
All right, man. Yeah, honestly, if you look at the trajectory that it's currently on, I just don't think it's, for me personally, it's just like, why try to make life any more difficult here? We already have painting issues going on, so so why am I going to try to short the strongest star, right? Like, I mean, I think there's other opportunities to find some shorts, right? And you can clearly tell that it's a buy program. So for me personally, I wouldn't really like to short that name here. Apple taps American Airlines veteran as government affairs head. Okay, all right, thank you very much for that. But yeah, I mean, hey guys, listen, we're gonna drop it after this. But listen, if you guys keep making fun of me, I'll find a picture of you on social media and try. See who's got the last laugh there. No, I'm only playing Sharif, man. We're just having a little fun with that one there. Broadcom is positive here today, right? Applied Materials. Yes, let's go. Applied Materials up 5%, my boy. That's what I'm talking about. Seems to run in tandem with a lot of these names. Texas Instruments is a sleeper of a stock, in my opinion. Even though it is consolidating and not doing too much right now, we love TXN. Fab coming out in Arizona as well, too. So 80% off of that level. I don't even know why I have some of these quantum names still on my list, but that's neither here nor there. I don't have anything right now. Same thing as Strafe. It's quiet. Like we took a couple of hits earlier in the day, and I mean, I'm at the point now where it's like we're not shut down or anything, but it's like, should I really be trading, especially when you're up half a shut and then you go down almost double that? It's like, hey man, that's just not the way you should be operating. And with that being said, we just have to remain level-headed and see if we can just relax. And if there's a high-quality opportunity, it was actually what happened yesterday. Sorry to bounce around. So leading into the imbalances, I was just up, down, and around, and then eventually we were fortunate enough to hit a nice imbalance on NVDA. Maybe that's going to be the narrative on today's session. So. Yeah, other than that, Sharif, I'm in the same camp as you right now. Not much going on right now.
Man, I'm just trying my hand at some of these. We're going small on everything. Even these penny stocks, literally penny stocks. IVDA into the high of the day, 43, 44.74. HOD, it's got a good trend. Volume is maintaining. It's still high. It's only 14 million shares, right, on a 40 penny name, which is not that much, but the volume continues to develop here. So let's see if we can kind of get anything near the high of the day. I have better than 44. I actually have 43 2/3, but it doesn't show that on the position board because it just rounds up. So I stop out below 40, by the way. So we'll see if that went, or it's going to stop me out already. It looks like it's coming back down into 42. Wendy's still flat on that one. BQ flat on that one as it continues to hang out at that prior area of, I guess, resistance, now possibly support 140, stop out below 130. So there's nothing biting. There's nothing biting at all right now. WEN, people are asking. Okay, look at that one. Yeah, it's not bad, man. I mean, it's Wendy's, right? Which is, right, gapping up on the possibility that Nelson Peltz may throw his hat into that ring. You can read this one pretty quickly here. Let's bring it up. Yeah, let me put this one over here. Oh, we just got a breakout there. Nice. On IVDA, okay, into a high day, 45. We just got some profit there. But we'll talk a little bit about this one. Wendy's has been struggling with traffic to its restaurants lately, but its shares are zooming on continued interest from one longtime patron, Nelson Peltz. Reads this article, Peltz Trian, I think it's called. Fund management is working to put together an investor consortium that could bid for the Ohio-based burger chain. Being reported by the Financial Times, Trian, a longtime Wendy's investor, has held around 16% of the company shares as of earlier this year. In February, said the firm had spoken to potential investors about strategic options, including potentially taking control of the chain and taking it private. Wendy's spokeswoman said Wednesday it would review any proposals submitted by Trian consistent with the fiduciary duties, of course, in the best interest of shareholders, and that the new CEO, Bob Wright, was moving with urgency. Quote, "We have identified core strategic areas of focus to improve performance and turn around the business," she said. It's been struggling with traffic and profit, as we kind of already knew. So never happy when anybody is struggling there, of course, but nice to see that they're exploring alternative options.
Yeah.
So people, Rusty.
What's up, Rusty?
Says STAK's ripping. Let's have a look at STAK. Yeah, not bad. I've got it on the side chart, man. It is, it's making a move here. Let me just add it to the watch list. Otherwise, it does not update. So we're going to go STAK on here. Let's see. Yeah, dipping down into 159. Let's see if it holds VWAP, man. Right at 156, so we needn't wait long. Let's pack our patience, see what STK has to offer. Joey, God knows there hasn't been much in the market today.
It's been back-to-back sessions. I mean, that has been pretty choppy in the NASDAQ here, guys. So let's actually zoom out. We'll head over to a higher time frame as well and just see what the narrative is going on. Hangry Wife, Trav Man, and for all my credit options traders, let me know what you guys got going on. But this is where I used to really, really thrive, is that when the market's not really doing anything, you can have your intraday condors and everything along those lines. Man, actually, I still have it. It's funny. So it's funny how much like I used to. Throughout this notebook that I have now, it's sitting on a couple of years old. It's just every every almost credit spread that I've constructed is in, I know you guys can't really see what's in here, but every credit spread that I ever constructed is in this notebook. And it was a lot of fun, that's for sure.
Nice.
Yeah, it was great. It was great times. It was just when I was on my own as well, too. So you could be more active and see what's going on. I would plan on the weekend, and then I'd open up multiple positions. And it's just like theta collect about 75, 60% of the actual decay, and then you just get out of dodge. But when the market's doing something like this, especially in the midst of earnings season, because we've had some pretty big moves so far. You've already had the majority of the big boys report. I believe it's on a Tuesday that NVDA reports. It could be the 25th or something along those lines. I'm sure Adara's got it, but it's somewhere in later August, but we're getting close to that one. That's the last major market mover in my opinion, and considering we haven't really done anything crazy in the past 2 weeks of trading sessions, then hey, some good opportunities to set up some credit-based trades in my opinion, especially with the slight elevation in implied volatility. But these are where you can really optimize the condors here in the NASDAQ and the SPY. Even though the SPY hit all-time highs already, if you just get out, and that's the beauty of that specific strategy, is that if one side isn't working, you just get out of it and allow the other one to work. Now, you obviously don't collect as much and you may not be as profitable, but you don't lose as much. And I think it's really important to note that when you're trading in general, whether it be swing trading, day trading, investing, is the beauty within the options world is that you don't need to have a directional bias. There's more ways to make money than just placing positions on if the stock goes up or if the stock goes down. You can make money with both, doing both things or doing absolutely nothing. And I think it's really important to learn that whether you use the tool or not, it's just good to have it in your back pocket.
Great information, brother, and that's sound advice right there. Shout out to Ozan. What'd you miss? You missed a crappy day of small cap trading, but hey, we're still here, baby. IVDA is looking the best of the bunch at the moment. BQ is not, so that's going to end. Oh, it already stopped me out. Good look. Actually use stops this week. So IVDA, 47,777 high. Here comes 46, 46 and a half. Looking for a breach of 48, then 49, and then going to be looking for 50. 47, that's a new high day. 47,777 right now. Sorry, that was the high of the day. We just got right back into it. No continuation into 48, but IVDA is picking up. The volume is picking up. Percentage up on the day is looking good as well, but it is volatile for this kind of name, because it'll go into 47 and then it'll slowly move up into 47 and then it'll drop like you're seeing right now into 44, much quicker than it ascends into 47. Thank you for the great work, guys. Read on Meta. Shout out to Future Pro Trader, dropping 2 in the chat. We thank you for that. IVDA right back into VWAP. Does it lose 41? Loses me as a trader if it does. So let's see if it holds up at that level. It doesn't feel like anything has continuation today on IVDA or in small caps yet. We're out of that. That one's failing as well. Now we're in Wendy's. Let's keep an eye out for anything new. Let's look at Meta. So Meta, of course, has the initiation of that child, I don't want to say exploitation, but it's addiction, and then issues with, of course, how that affected children's mental health. That starts today. We'll get more into that in the news segment. We got into it pretty thoroughly in the rundown this morning. There's lots of stuff at issue here, and a lot of possible, long-running implications for Meta into how their platform operates, who they're going to be liable to. But this is what I see from the technicals. It's still a downward channel, right? Now you have these breaches every now and again of the highs and the lows of the channel, but you don't get any follow through. And moreover, you're not getting any higher highs and you're not getting any higher lows. Case in point, this is the area high, lower high, lower high, lower high, lower high, equal 690 area. And then with respect to the lows, you've got an area low and then a lower low. Now this area over here, much like this area up here, defended that basically 5 teens area, let's say 520, 517, in the same way that we kind of defended that 690 area to the high side. So a bit of a kind of range, sort of sideways consolidation, but I would say when you zoom out, you're definitely looking at a downward channel. This is what it looks like on the weekly. So, this could be we always talk about accumulation and distribution. We also talk about, the different parts of the breakout, whether it's wave A, B, C. So this one definitely looks like it could be a wave C here because it's the biggest of the bunch. So that usually means we get a longer area of consolidation if that's to be the case. Look, I like Meta. I'm not going to buy Meta at the moment until a lot of this contingent liability is resolved, but we'll find out soon because the trial starts soon. SPCX just killing it, bro. Yeah, into the high of the day now. So I'm really happy about this SpaceX ad here, man. This is going to be the long term, obviously, but there's a 143 flat top break. SpaceX almost up 8% on the day. Good look here for SPCX. Not the same thing for Tesla, though. Down 1.78%. But SpaceX here, let's see if it comes in to 143. Goodness gracious, 143 was a very aggressive area of resistance initially, and now it's been cleared decisively. I wonder if it comes back down to test that 143 area, Joey.
All right, yeah, really, really good look there on SpaceX so far. Sit up straight. Make sure your back is straight as well, too. We talked about the overall market as well, too. A pretty good session for NVDA. We got the over-under 12.5 days. But I don't know why you guys were typing numbers in the chat, but a lot of you guys were saying... Okay, all right, good stuff over there. But maybe we'll do it again one more time. Well, actually, I'll do a custom poll, make things a lot easier to see where we all stand in regards to how long it may take. Earnings support, if this thing blows, actually, I don't want to get too ahead of myself because then things might turn around on us. But anyways, aside from that, hey, 12.5 days until, or we should do until after the report. Anyways, aside from that, until we see an all-time high. I think it's only it's not if, it's just when at this point, to be honest with you. I could totally be wrong, and what we can do is establish a lower high. Now, what I would love to see is an aggressive buyback program here from Jensen and company, to be honest with you. Just really reduce this flow, because when you become so big and you split so many times, obviously because the stock became expensive, it makes it a lot more difficult to move the price. What the hell
is even that?
Well, yeah, exactly.
Look at my light, bro. My light's up 14% today, bro.
You like the...
It needs to decisively take that 1,000, man. It's been having a lot of trouble with that 1,000. It wicks above it, and then it almost immediately fails. Which makes sense, $1,000 is not a Mickey Mouse.
Yeah, that's what because you have everyone who has those orders out at $1,000, and then they're like, all right, take that out. But come on, Jensen, you can buy back at least 20% of this stuff over here. God, take away my dividend and just buy shares back. In my opinion, it'll just make things move significantly easier. You just have to. You have to allocate so much in order to move, and it requires so much capital. So remove some of that liquidity, and then your boy will be happy after that point. So other than that, guys, as for trades, once again, we're just going to be really precise, see if we get anything. Finally getting the breakout in the overall market, though, not too bad. I thought that the SPY would be a little bit higher, considering we did see all-time highs, strong bank, and this strong day in some of the bigger banks. That is, Goldman Sachs is doing pretty good. Morgan Stanley, and then also JP Money over there for us, working pretty good. But look at the first hour of the day, absolute chop fest. If you're a range trader, then this is where you would thrive. But me, personally, for someone who's looking for a breakout in a direction, this will just get absolutely, you get slaughtered, especially if you buy the highs. You're just continuously getting chopped up and down. So a little bit tougher. Look, 144. Man, oh man, we might see $150. We were just talking about it, but I'll pull it up one more time.
Pull up.
This is going to be our next resistance zone. 151, bang, 151 rum, just like that. Let's see if we run into it and we find any form of resistance.
All right, brother. All right. Wendy's coming back into that $half area, looking for a hold up at the $half. That's prior area low, but it is on a downtrend, so not expecting much from this. I want to mention the one that Casey called out earlier. A lot of you guys called this out as well, to be fair. This one, RMCF. Did I put this on the side chart? I don't think I did. Let me just put that now. RMCF. So it'll update here. Yeah, so this one failed VWAP, but it's got another attempt here at the volume weighted average price. And it's holding trend pretty respectfully, even though it's below VWAP. So I'd wait, personally, until this one cleared. Get it, Randy?
Why, man?
Yeah, he's leaving. They're all all leaving.
Yeah,
The
they're
other
all
side
left,
is
man.
done now.
Does that mean Chester?
Chester's
are you
gonna
going
leave.
out there too?
Come on,
Oh
Chester.
man, Chester.
You got to stick with us, buddy.
Huh? Yeah, we're gonna miss you.
Man, what a
more,
great
man.
guy
Yeah,
this guy
Chester's
is,
a good guy,
man.
man. He got the pizza and everything. So
I love
we're
this
having
guy,
a good day.
man. Shout out to
Chester's
Chester,
leaving.
man.
He's going back over there as well too. So shout out to Chester.
Michael left already, man. Everybody's gone, man.
Yeah. It's all
gone.
good, man. Whoa!
He threw something at my head one time, bro?
I'm not gonna visit Randy over there. I'm gonna visit Chester, my guy over there.
Whoa. We'll
Obviously,
visit Chester, of course, but we're not
gonna
gonna
visit Randy as well too.
Bovin's back in the house.
Here. Michael was out of here as soon as he could, man. He get his stuff out of there.
Michael likes
He's
his
like,
peace and quiet,
yeah,
and we
exactly.
definitely do not give him
you're
any
not
peace
getting
and
that
quiet,
anywhere
man.
around here.
Boveen is talking about XHLD. XHLD. Let's look at this one for the OG Boveen. He's been calling this one out for a while, XHLD. Here it is, flat top break candidate, Boveen. I think you've got something here, brother. And even if it doesn't flat top break, certainly it's in a bit of upward channel. So keep your eye on that 475 high. But it feels like there's some selling here into the 4 2/3. Great look, Boveen. I mean, this one had a great day yesterday. As you can see from the price action over the last 4 days, it's all over the map, meaning that you're going to have aggressive retracements if you get into area highs, right? And that's what it did on the 10th. It did it as well on the 7th. Not as badly yesterday, but my point, I think, has been made here. So XHLD goes on the side chart because Boveen said so. So we're going to keep it on the side. Brian, hey, Sharif, BIVI might be getting to reclaim some of its lost money. Let's bring in BIVI. See what we got with this one, Assassino. Yeah, this one's really south, though, of the volume weighted average price, Brian. I do see what you're saying, some higher lows there, and it's starting to curl, but to me, that's probably more short covering than really longs piling in. We are well south of VWAP. We're about $1 south. 176 a price, VWAP at 177. I'm going to have to say no to this one, Brian, but if you're in, I hope you print, but it's just not for me, Joe.
All right, man. Good stuff over there. Yeah, definitely the others. It definitely knows how to rock it. If there's anything specifically that you guys want to go over, any names, just let us know. I know we've been talking a lot of SpaceX. We've been looking at the overall market as we continue to climb, and a nice rebound here, ladies and gentlemen. Someone's saying CoreWeave. I was like, okay, keep rubbing it in, man. I see how it is. You like to put salt in ye old wounds, so I just went, obviously being sarcastic with you guys. I think hopefully you guys can understand my tone by now when I start to get a little sarcastic. But anyways, I put that in there in the chat. Are we trading Wendy's now, says Anna. Let's see. Well, I mean, hey, why not? Listen, it doesn't really matter what the name or whatever they have going on the price of the stock. If it's moving, it's moving. So a nice, strong momentum style play right out of the gate, or sorry, I shouldn't say out of the gate, but it kicks in. We're not getting any continuation as of now, but things can change, right? If we have this trend line breached on Wendy's, you sit on the back side of it. Who knows if you have that additional wave of participants step in, and the next thing you know, off to the races you go. It's all right, the chess master. I'll play you in a game of chess, and you'll probably win because I'm not that good. But I still try, man. Shout out to Duolingo for that one. But this thing can't stop, won't stop, Sharif, at this point on SpaceX. What a complete buy program over the past couple of days in this bad boy. I mean, right off of that 105 low, I was thinking that we were going to see around $85, $90, and that has not been the case so far in it. I mean, we're on the road to recovery on SpaceX. Let's actually remove some of the noise and head over to the 5-minute time frame here on CoreWeave. That base held up like a big time support system here, 106.09, and then we also talked about the resistance zone in regards to 110. Okay, $110 there on CoreWeave. We'll keep an eye out on that. But the market, I'm not going to say is overly in play, and I think a lot of you can agree with me at this point because look what it's been doing, the SPY and the NASDAQ. That's not fun, especially when you have a name that's in the $1 trillion club doing this. NVDA, pretty strong. But what we do have is Meta, Google, and Apple to the downside, which puts us in chop mode, right? So you have that push and pull and that pinning effect within the overall market is that you have 3 of them going up, 3 of them going down, and then you're like, okay, well, you're trading the NASDAQ. If you ask me, I think that is the time in which we avoid trading the NASDAQ and you look for individual names outside of the overall market, okay? But again, you have to make your own decisions. Holy cow, we're going 145. Microsoft here to the downside. Meta just, once again, just getting absolutely rinsed as things. Oh, what's up, Randy? How long have you been there, brother? Palantir, how have you been doing? Pulling back a little bit, but a nice little move. How's it over there on the other side, Randy?
Oh, SpaceX is ripping.
It looks really good over there. We'll let you get that mic set up momentarily. It's a lot more open than I feel than what it was before.
We can see the finish line.
Oh, okay.
Like it.
Couple weeks.
Okay.
Sharif.
Yes, sir.
Did you see BYD passed forward in sales?
No.
Oh, Google that, baby. Google that.
Passed
forward
everything.
in overall sales. Wow. The tides are turning.
But have you seen the chart on BYD lately?
Yeah,
like,
I mean,
not a good buy. Right?
But
yeah,
they're profitable.
They are,
and they're pushing volume. I mean, Google the article, you'll find it. It won't take long. It's an interesting take, in my opinion, that they have come this far in just, 5 years?
It's ridiculous.
And the pace is just, like, I don't know who can keep up with them. I don't.
Pace.
So, a little interesting afternoon note.
Going to have to definitely look at that. Thank you, Randy, for bringing that to our attention. Get out of here, Fly. All right. Lele. Love when Lele's in the chat.
What's up, Lele?
Sharif. Uh-oh. I'm coming to Canada one day. Got to see y'all.
Yeah.
Can you look at PLAG? I don't know what's the story. This thing was all sorts of crazy yesterday, Lele. And I was telling Neil about this in the morning because I hadn't seen anything like Plague. We called this one Plague yesterday. So my problem with Plague yesterday was, wow, this fly is really committed. See all these uphalts, Lele? It wasn't clean, though. That's the thing. Most of these uphalts, you were caught in a down halt before it halted up. So, like, unless you were insanely sharp and quick with the keys and caught it out of the down halt into the up halt, which I never did, you had to allow yourself to get caught in a down halt because it kept going in the down halt parameter. It'd stay there maybe 5, 6, it'd go up to 9 seconds in the down halt parameter, and then it would come out of it. And literally like 2 or 3 seconds later, it would up halt. So it was insanely hard to trade. I found this to be the most bamboozling, honestly, of any halting stocks that I've personally seen. Usually they go one direction and they stick with it for a while, but this one was all over the map. And then the more prolonged halt here, we halted at 12:35. Everybody's like, oh, this is going to zero. Look what happened. We opened up at $5. It was ridiculous. It was really hard to trade for me anyway. I don't know if anybody was successful trading this yesterday. If you were, I'd love for you to tag me. Let me know, what was your methodology? Did you allow yourself to get caught in that down halt parameter in order to kind of catch the up halt? Because I tried it once and then I got caught in the down halt, of course, right? So I did find that to be bamboozling, nor did I have a view to this one gapping up into $5 after being down into 2 1/3, right? So I found it hard. Zion Plague was so scary with those nonstop halts. Yeah, absolutely. The cancellations, I don't know what that means. Any comments about that one? No, I'm not seeing any comments about that, but that's the story, Lele. And we'd obviously love to see you here, right? So when you do come, if you do come, we'd love to know in advance so that we can hang out. And let me know because we'll invite you into the studio and stuff and you can hang with us for the day if you'd like, of course. So shout out to Lele. Plague is your hot cousin. Just, oh
my God. What did it say? Which one? Who said
Jackie,
that?
bro.
Who said that? Jackie?
Jackie, man. Come on.
Bro.
Crazy, bro.
That's crazy.
That's crazy. Bro.
Yeah, you're tripping out.
Come on.
What's up, Ramin? Ramin back there. She's going to hide momentarily. Ramin. She's waving. She's in a different mood today. She's working on the board for the individual.
She was, she's going to throw something at you. You know what she said?
Is that what she did?
You know what she said?
What's that?
She's like, in the chat earlier. She's like, I'm gone in 2 weeks.
Yeah. Oh.
So y'all better watch your back.
Oh.
In other words, we're going to get, clipped before she's gone
That's
so that we
crazy.
can't do anything to her when she's gone.
I'll just
right?
paint her. I'll just do a
You're
painting.
gonna paint her?
Do a painting of Ramin.
Crazy.
You don't even want to know the question that I asked her this.
What'd you ask her, bro?
Yeah, I can't. I can't
You're not
even-
gonna- you're not
no,
gonna
I
tell
can't
anybody?
expose. Ramin is nice. She gives me coffee and stuff. I thought she had a
Yo,
K-cup.
send your, I told you, like that, this is the third time I'm telling you. Send your email address, please. I owe you $10.
Oh.
So, send it.
Well,
Send it or I'm
You know what
gonna-
you could do though? Maybe just get some like baby socks or something like that.
Oh.
You owe you $10.
Hey, did you think about a name yet or? No, not
Someone
yet?
said Bam
Let
Bam.
me ask you something
Someone
though.
said Bam
I'm not
Bam.
going to ask a specific name, but are you going to give it a more cultural name? It's going to be an Arabic name, yeah. You're not going to do anything Canadian? All right, that's fine. Huh? It?
What? Okay, come off the screen now,
guy.
man. That's
Get
crazy.
it, Cameron. I don't even want to ask any more questions.
Yeah,
It-
man.
what does it mean, bro?
The disrespect today is crazy,
It is
Sharif.
crazy,
What's
Joe.
Palantir up?
What is it doing, Joe?
I was asking you, but that's all right.
Palantir?
Yeah.
You want me to double check?
Well, no, I know what it is. That was a question for you. What is it up today?
Oh, 5.5%.
No, 1 point. It's down 1 point.
Okay, there you go. I'm definitely
No,
not
it was a
cheating.
trick
That.
question. Yeah,
He was
yeah,
about to accuse me of cheating.
No, I was on the brink of doing that. But hey, just in case you guys didn't know, Nebius is up 28%. Like this thing is just a complete buy
Can
program.
I say
here.
something though? It had about almost a 30% short flow. I
Did it?
reported
So
that
people
in
are just
the
getting
morning.
rinsed.
Like,
Yeah, I remember you saying that.
Yeah.
So yeah. so
XHLD's going.
the short individual is just getting absolutely rocketed at this point. So not too good of a look. I mean, we went over multiple names in our Coinbase. Listen, I don't know why Burry doesn't see. That's the thing. You can't short all the way down here. Like, what do you think is going to go to zero? Excuse me. PanW and CrowdStrike, pretty good performance, man. These names have been absolutely insane. Oklo here, how's that been doing? Hot garbage, man. Oh man, oh man. Listen, guys, trust me when I say this, there's no worse feeling. When it sucks to suck and you know it, then it's just like, man, what can we do? Airbnb. Oh wow, I'm surprised by this, to be honest with you.
What, man?
1 week. Look at this thing. Are we at all-time highs in Airbnb? No, I don't think we are. We're gonna have to go out a little bit further. But hey, a nice little road to recovery. At one point, you're down 63%, and if you ask me, if you're down 63 to 70%, I pretty much have you written off. But Airbnb, doing pretty good, up 122% off of those lows, and really starting to chew away.
Get it, Boveen.
Now you're only down 20%. He's in the chat. I told you 120.
I know.
120.
Yeah. I'm yelling. Get it, Boveen. All right, Boveen. There goes XHLD, Boveen. It's taken out all my orders so far. Save and accept, of course, for 98. Boveen strikes again. He strikes a lot lately. I'm gonna give him credit, man. look at him in the chat. True to form, my man. Boveen coming in. Boveen, people were asking about you earlier, man. They're like, yo, we need Casey and Boveen in the chat from 8 a.m. onwards. So we need you here, Boveen. Into the high we go, 98s. I've got 98 there, Boveen, but it's not clearing now. I've probably put something north of 5. We're going to go 507s, and there it goes into 99s. It doesn't cross as a result of the spread. Now it's going to get a little quirky. Let's put it that way, because we're at that $5 key area of technical support or resistance, excuse me. So, there's going to be people profit taking, people shorting up here. Let's see what we get on this. Now, we put the profit takers on. I've got a dip trade. I'd like to defend in the 70. So I do see that as a good support level. So if we get that, we'll be very happy with it. But nothing for me to do here either to get the dip trade or get stopped out or to take profits through 5. So 97, 98, yep. An aggressive seller at 98, Boveen. That's the second time he's done that. In that 97, 98 area, that's where the short seller is coming in and or the profit taker. So be alive to that area, guys.
All right, man. Joe, looking at Meta past several times, it has shown support at this level. It does almost a full reversal same day thought. Yeah, I know, man. Sharif was talking about this earlier. Listen, there's too much from a legal standpoint weighing on this company's shoulders, right? That's what makes it so difficult for this to find any form of appreciation in price at this time. And I keep going back to the example of what we experienced with Meta and in Google, okay? But in regards to the antitrust, it's the exact, it's not the same thing, but I believe we're sitting in the same camp in the fact that like you have all these potential legal issues going on with the company. Even though the numbers were good, ad revenue, it's trading at a discount from a PE standpoint. Until this is all cleared up, which may take a lot longer than what you're anticipating, who knows? Shreve is definitely better with the timeline in regards to what's going on with the legal aspect of things. For me personally, that is what is weighing on this stock, okay? So you have to be extremely patient with it. And that's why I was personally doing a bull call spread, because if you're looking to go long on this name, it's going to take a lot of time. And with that being said, you'll just lose theta, so you may as well collect it at the exact same time. $144.61 is SpaceX. We're definitely heading to 150. CoreWeave not doing too much. The overall market not really participating here today, even though we are inching towards the high of the day. NVDA back up to $224. Microsoft down 2%. Meta down 3%. And then we also have some of the other names that I was mentioning. Marvell up a staggering 5% here today. So things are looking pretty good.
There goes RMCF into a local area high. What's the high here? 68. What were the prior area highs? Just to see if we took those out. RMCF. So prior area high was 1230, 166. We took it out by a couple of pennies. So not great, but not bad. So I'm in that. We're in, where are we in? 55s. I did get the dip trade into 53. 68, 69. No continuation. Come on, Ozan. 67 again showing up. There's a big tug of war happening between buyers and sellers here. Let's see if we can get up above this level. I put my profit takers where they're at. So let's see what this one does. Big seller at 67. It looks like he's taking off some size there, but you're not shaking him. 68 here showing up momentarily only. Yeah, no continuation through 69. So let that one do its thing. We also have this one on XHLD. Boveen got a nice dip trade there. At 70, like I said I was going to do. So let's see if we can get the print there. 85, looking for high 80s, low 90s on this monster, packing the patience on both of these. Seller at 85 on XHLD, but I did really like that 70 area for the reason I articulated earlier. But there's a seller of note here at 85 that we really can't get out of the way. So we're gonna have to pack the patience on that. So no continuation though on RMCF through 70 quite yet. So we're still putting in higher lows and higher highs. So I don't want to get too myopic with this one. There, oh, come on, XHLD. I did get the print there, didn't I? This one is up at 88. How many shares do we have on XHLD? Good. Yeah, we didn't get the print. That's above 90. My mistake. I thought I had it at 88. So I have it above 90. So this one's going to have to clear 90. But this current bar on the 5-minute chart has a substantially higher low. So let's see if we can make yet another attempt at $5 here. We got into $4.99. That is the high of the day on XHLD. I'm seeing BQ as well on the side chart about at 150. And if this takes out 160, BQ can rip into $2. It's a 210 high on BQ. BQ is going, guys. I see it on the side chart here. Let's take off Wendy's. We're going to go BQ, even though, you know, I don't want to trade this, but there's not a lot to trade today. So, oh my days, RMCF just turned on me. And I'm halted down. Oh, jeez Louise, bro. What a day, what a day. RMCF limit down on this one. Oh my days, thank God we've got small size on this one. Otherwise, that would have been a really bad loss. So let's focus on XHLD and on BQ, because those look like the ones that are going, Joseph. Oh.
All right, man, good stuff. Yeah, it's definitely one of those days, man. Like we were rocking and rolling bright and early this morning. And if you try to continue with the momentum, then sometimes the narrative changes pretty quick, especially in this market. If there's no follow through on anything, especially if you're a breakout trader, it's just like things aren't going your way and you're not having the additional participants really step in. Yannick, thanks for pointing that out. SMCI is breaking through the high of the day. Where's Is Noodles? I know Is Noodles is continuously trading this here. Is Noodles is not looking too bad, honestly, from the daily, my friend, especially on these breakouts. You had some targets, and you and I both discussed this last week or earlier this week at some point. I did believe that when you have these curlovers, that you're going to go and test some key pivot levels, all right? So just keep that in mind. DRAM, not going to be getting involved. I told you guys about my game plan and what we got going on here. If there's anything specific that you guys want to go over, put it in the chat. We'll try and stay engaged with you here today. I'm not going to be putting on anything else for the remainder of the session. I shouldn't say that because I'll eat those words really quick. But what I'm seeing isn't really that attractive. And you don't always have to take something, don't forget, right? Especially at home, because sometimes you just get absolutely chewed up. Netflix is trying to do something. Honky Kong says, I don't know, is it truly? Let's pull up NFLX and see what we got going on with this bad boy. Yeah, maybe trying to go down. I don't know, because this is tough. If any name is going to recover, I think Netflix does have the potential to do so. You just need to get your catalog in order, in my opinion, and avoid some things that have been continuously punished, like the new Snow White. I wonder why, right, Sharif? But anyways, here's... Huh?
That's great.
Why?
That's great.
Is it crazy?
That's great.
It's great. I think you said
it's great.
Yeah, it's great, man. We'll do,
you talking about that Rachel Zegler girl? Or whatever? Yeah. Did I say that right? Is that her name?
Yeah.
Ziegler, whatever it is.
What a dud that was. So don't be like that there. But anyways, pin 2020. What? I'm just saying. Pin 2020. Some of these ADRs, man, not performing that.
Is that on the flakes? Is that why you know about it?
No, I don't even know if it's on there. Yeah, regardless if it was or not. No, they probably wouldn't even put it on there. No, I think it's on Amazon Prime.
Is it?
I don't know. It's probably on Disney. I don't know. Who created it? Disney or something? I don't know. I would think.
I think it's a Disney franchise.
Yeah, so it'd be on Disney Plus.
It's got to probably be on Disney.
Yeah, it'd be on Disney Plus.
DNGX moving, says Boveen. Okay, DGNX.
Right, take a look at that one. There's Eli Lilly performing pretty good here. How's Oracle? I know Adara was talking about Oracle, so you do get a little bounce off of those lows, 31%, but I mean, we're still nowhere even close to those previous insane. I remember, I think we were all talking about the guidance. This is when Adara really delved deep into this name specifically and was just like, what are you doing guiding such an insane time frame out? And then next thing you know, the stock is cut in half. So, yeah.
And what kills me too is then they raised the guidance like less than a month after issuing it. I'm like, how much new information could you really have after your earnings in like less than a month? And the thing is, they didn't really provide us with the new info to explain that new guidance. So I'm not going to get into this, but I know it's bounced a little bit. My thesis on this was never technical so much as it was fundamental.
Fundamental, yeah, and it played out perfectly. So really good call on that one. Here's Pepsi, and I don't know why I don't have Coca-Cola. Yeah, I do. Pepsi is, just in a really bad downtrend. When Coca-Cola is doing the opposite. It's channel up. Oh, we haven't even talked about this name here today, Sharif.
What's up?
That's Walmart. Finally breaking at 115. So this bottom that we were talking about not too long ago, so far holding up, and it looks like we're starting to form a pretty solid base. I think that Walmart can slowly start to recover, especially at good quality at these prices, down 15% or so off of its highs.
All right, man. Continuing to watch here, XHLD. It's got to defend that 70 2/3 area, BQ. Trying to take out the $0.50. It's got a lot of resistance into 160. We'll watch that, and then there we go. We're out of this hot garbage here on RMCF. Got out of that 159 limit up. I don't know why it's flashing limit up here, but it won't go without me. But DGNX, this is the one that Boveen called out. Here we go. Where are we at? We're at 172. It's a 194 high a day, so it was basically a V-shaped retracement up from 194 down into 141, and now we're kind of halfway in between here at 173. So something to look out for there, but not much happening in the world of small cap gappers, at least for the moment. XHLD holding up quite well, at least for the moment. I should probably not say that, because then it'll just stop me out. So let's see if we can put some profit takers here. Let's see, let's throw those on there. Let's see where we go here, showing 78. I need this to hold up above 70. Now, it's got a bit of a downtrend, but I do like that 70 level on XHLD. But probably get something here on DGNX, Joey, because it's ripping up 183.
It's got a high of 194. Watch out for this one. This one could be a big mover, but watch for the shorts, right? They've been targeting anything breaking out. So if you're going to do this, got to be ready for it to go against you, Joey. So that is kind of what I'm looking at now. We're going to throw in some profit takers, see if we can get the pop up here and get them all filled at the same time. We'll see what we get. Shout out to my man Neil. We won't get upset. DGNX, another Boveen special, as he's been doing that. He's been doing it live as well. So we'll focus on that one, Joey. But BQ not participating here, and XHLD out of that one. That broke trend, so we'll have to get out. And we'll focus here more on DGNX, Joe.
All right, good stuff. Yeah, all right, let's head over. How's Kava's doing here on the intraday session? Not something that we, high of the day there, Katina Man. Walmart at 115, my brother. As Katina Man himself rolls back in the house. He's back in the house here. He has his lunch. We'll see how he thinks about it. I don't know if he got the salad or anything along those lines, but there it is. Kava starting to break out some nice indecision prints around the lows. And then Yannick, thanks for pointing this out here, Yannick. High of the day break on SMCI. No continuation, but the volume did start to uptick, right? So let's just keep that in. Let's keep that in the back of our mind, just in case there is an additional move higher. Then we'll rock and roll and see if we can get anything working for us there. But hey, man, JPM up 0.8%. Morgan Stanley, you guys want to go over that there?
It's ripping, Joey.
All right,
finally, man.
Go there.
Something.
Rip up,
something,
man.
Joey. Something. Here. There's my man, boom, to the high side here on DGNX. I stop out anything below my level because we've seen what happens today with the small caps breaking out. It is reversion city. So I put out all my orders as resting orders because I was not going to fumble this one. 98, it's having trouble with twos. It's 207 high. Now the tape's really picking up here, Boveen, as people start seeing a lot more of this come up on their scanner. 20% in the Ville of Green, and it is picking up volume-wise as well, knocking the door at 3 million here. Trading in the high to mid-90s, but we need a decisive clearing of 2. I know Casey was looking for that $2 break. She got it, and then some. She got that 207. So shout out to my man Boveen. Shout out to Casey. I don't know where Tisha's at. Probably not a great day for small cap traders, but if you're in the house, Tish, what do you think about this one? And that's it. Here it comes against me. Out. Not going to let this go against me again because I feel like it could turn here. So watch out. Look for a 180 hold as well. So if this holds 180, I get back in. It clears 2 decisively, I get back in, Joey. Okay. So DGNX, really the only one moving.
WCT is actually kind of on the move here, but we do know, Sharif, that... Was that Katina Man who said okay? No, he's got his
I did.
over there. I thought it was you. Okay, yeah, I'm hearing things, man. It's the age, I guess, Sharif. Anyways, there it is.
Give me a break, bro.
88 cents here, up to $1. No, trust me, I'm only 33, man. 33 years young on this bad boy. Turning Trey 4 momentarily. I told you guys put those 4s up. But aside from that, guys, listen, we're in clear buy program in regards to SpaceX. I think every single individual who sits at these desks is going to be hitting the bang and the stone cold for that one because it's really starting to move. And I like what we've got going on here with SpaceX. Now, Google continued to sell, in my opinion, so I can grab a little bit more off of these lows because what we will do is we'll zoom out and we'll take a bigger picture at this name. Because there's just so many revenue streams for this company. Regardless of what's going on, I understand that they're spending quite a bit of cash, but that doesn't bother me, to be honest with you. So, Matt Mirez in the chat, you and I were having a really good conversation actually the other day. If you want to chime back in and step in, because you actually experienced the .com bubble, I believe, in what you were telling me, and you made a reference saying that this could be potentially worse because these guys are spending even more money than before. But here's Google. The weekly doesn't do it any justice, but hey, dip buy. For me personally, I'm just going to continuously rock on. With any dip buying opportunity, I'm going to be grabbing some more of this stuff as much as I can, hand over fist, some more goggles at reasonable prices. I'm not sure what the P is on this thing right now, but we can figure that. Uh-oh, Sharif. Okay, there we go. No, it's all right, man. We're good.
BANL limit up.
Limit up. Sharif's got that limit up over on that one. PE. 22 times, oh no, 72, what? This thing's still cheap? Wow. That's crazy, man. And what's NVDA trading at right now?
Checking,
comparing 33, okay, so a little bit more expensive at that point, but Meta's cheap as well too, ladies and gentlemen, from a price to earnings standpoint. But if you ask Josh Brown, PE doesn't mean anything, so.
622 case top
on BANL. Hasn't even done 120,000 shares yet, guys. 119.7 halt time. 119.36 halt price. 604 tap 620. Here we go. 622, 620. I see you, Case. You're delayed. Here we go. Continuing to watch DGNX though. Let's see if this one holds up at 180. That is the candle low. That's what I was looking for, the candle low to hold. We're not involved in it at the moment. It's going to have to hold up 180, open up a new candle for me to get involved. But I'm in this one, XHLD. So we got stopped out on the wick below 470. But that 470 level, I don't know. I still feel it's an important level. So we could be making our way here into 5, even though we got a 499 hold. Get it, Case. I'm talking about? Yeah, 499 rejection on XHLD. So that's the high of the day currently. That's what I'm watching for there. So TT Mass, BANL, 624, but TT Mass saw 640, 650 now. Oh, baby. Yeah, this one's gearing up here. Now, whether or not it reverts all the way back down, there is 480 support. I want to say it's a level, it's a range, excuse me, between 480 to 5. Look at the bottom chart here, guys. That's a 5-minute. You can see nary a print above that 480, and then it breaks up into 5, and then it gaps up for a halt into about 519, 520, and now it's halted at 604. So good look there. Here we go. Looking for XHLD to take out some orders here, man. It looks good, but it's not breaking out. So that's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for all these orders to get filled. It has a good chart pattern. It could be met with an aggressive short seller here. That could put a damper on everybody's party. Ottawa weighs proposal on auto tariffs as it pressures U.S. for reprieve, reporting the Globe and Mail, which is a newspaper in the city of Toronto. I think it's a Canadian newspaper. Dominic LeBlanc, who's the chief negotiator for Canada, was extremely tight-lipped and has been tight-lipped about the state of negotiations. He was pressed pretty aggressively yesterday on many different parts of the negotiations between the United States and Canada. But what he did say was that they have been closer, essentially, in not so many words, than previous attempts. Now, Canada had almost struck a deal. XHLD is ripping, Boveen. It took out all my orders there. Oh, finally. Jeez Louise on this day, man. It is just that kind of day. It's been that kind of week, bro. They're just small caps and fighting. They were apparently quite close to a deal. And then the premier of this province, who I like, Doug Ford, put out that Ronald Reagan ad. That aggravated President Trump to no end. It was an ad, essentially, I don't remember when they ran it, Super Bowl, something like that, which essentially was basically an excerpt of Ronald Reagan, who was basically saying tariffs are bad for business. And obviously Ronald Reagan, heavily respected, of course, within the Republican Party. President Trump didn't take too kindly of that, and he canceled all the negotiations. Apparently that was basically the closest we've been, and we've been pretty distant since that time. So if you believe some of the reports, we're getting pretty close here. And there goes XHLD into the high of the day, 518. We have 481 on this one. Finally, this one is really going, and it's not reverting quite yet. Don't worry, that'll come soon. We've seen this multiple times. 5 1/4, then 5 1/3 is what we're looking for now. Good look here finally on XHLD. Keeping an eye on this one. I should probably let you know BANL is still limit up at 604. It will be at least a 10-minute halt. It's on the NQ, so we're going to be able to see the top the entire time this one is open. Boveen, there goes XHLD into the high of the day. 529. Now we're looking for 5 1/3. Big seller at 30. We can't shake the seller there. And then we're going to be looking for the $0.50 here if 530 goes. Here's 33. No continuation. I saw 33s come in on the ask. It didn't print, so we don't get the print. Sorry, it did cross, so we don't get the print. But here it comes back into 5 1/4, Joey. Dipping down now into the teens, so this could be Reversion City. Let's wait and find out over here what we're going to get.
City, Reversion City. Oh, no.
Bro,
SMCI.
it's been Reversion City this week on the small cap.
It's been Reversion City, yeah.
It's been tough, brother.
Yeah. Well, Yeah, all right, let's see, man. SMCI, Yannick, thanks for putting this one out, playing the high of the day break. Let's see if we're posted up pretty heavy. There it goes, my 10 cents target about to be hit here momentarily. So, I mean, let's see if we get this pullback, a retest of it, and then bang. Let's see what we got going on. You got to see this sticky note
literally
there.
134.
What a Shreve. Whoa.
The Katina man had 134 written on the sticky.
On the sticky.
And you know what the low a day of SpaceX is?
133.90.
You're good.
Well, I just looked.
134.01.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
I literally just looked. All right.
SpaceX is ripped.
Joey Ops, I'm going to need the bald head back, bro.
What does that mean, bro?
Man, bro. Listen, we're Oh, it was Ramin laughing.
Yeah, bro.
All right, I thought she was laughing at me. It would be a fight.
What did I say, man? I didn't say anything.
Yeah, all right, man. What's going on? Anyways, aside from that, yeah, just let me live over here in peace, man.
Ram's mean, bro. Not only is she like, most of the time, she just exercises indifference.
You think she's malicious?
And then, during the other times, she's mean. So it's either she's indifferent or mean.
Oh.
It's a hell of a combination.
It's not a good I was going to say, that's a tough combination right there.
No, man. We got a
What does that even mean, scro? What does scro mean? Scruffy? Scro.
Scruff?
Yeah, I got to get a haircut, guys. I haven't got a haircut. I'm getting one on Thursday. It's not that complicated.
Yeah, I'm not going to get a haircut on the weekend either because I want to be all dazzling for my trip. So usually I get it on Saturday, but I'm leaving Wednesday night. So I think
you're leaving next Wednesday.
Yeah. So I'm going to be here for the entire show with Luis and everything, and then we're Gonzino, my guy.
Yeah, you're Gonzino on the web.
BANL, 20 seconds, says Boveen. What do we got? 36s. That's the resumption time. 31. Here we go. This could be resumption. 680 now, tap. BANL, 7 tap. 707 tap. Waiting for resumption. 7 tap. It's going to be 15, if not more. 704 tap. Did we pass? Yeah, we passed. No. Yeah, we did. We were like 20 seconds past. So BANL is going to be 15, but the tap is just incrementally moving up. It is further than $1 now. So keep your eye on this one. We'll see how this one ends up going, man. But we're still holding XHLD here as it comes back into 5. Let's see if we add. Whew. I'm not actually Chicago. Brother, I didn't travel for almost 2 years, man. I went to Africa for a safari in April of 24, and I didn't travel again until Aruba earlier this year. Well, actually, no, I visited my sister last November. I forgot about that. So that was 25. But that was that. So I was saying I hadn't traveled until this year, right? So went to Cabo, and then I visited my sister in November. Went to Aruba in Jan. Went to Punta Canada in April. Fantastic. Thank you, Joey. That was your suggestion.
You're welcome.
And then we went to Dallas and Houston, of course, for the World Cup. But that's going to be the end of it for a while, man.
You got multiple years of traveling in. I shouldn't say that. Maybe that's a
Dude,
that's a solid year.
It is a year and a half of no travel.
That's how it goes,
I didn't really travel for a year and a half.
Yeah,
fully.
That's good. But you got a handful of trips in there as well. Too,
yeah. I feel good about it, man.
It's pretty good, man.
Spent some money that I wasn't planning on spending.
But I mean, hey, man, we love Dallas.
Man, guys, seriously, I really did like Texas.
Yeah.
Big time.
It's pretty cloudy there all the time. I had a question for you, but it seems to have slipped my mind at this point. So what we're going to do is we're going to put our order back here at 37.36. Yeah, we like Texas, man, especially. Listen, I'm going to be honest with you guys. A lot of people saying Dallas sucks. We still like it. I'm going to be honest, all right? And you guys may not like what I'm about to say.
Hear it, Joey.
I thought Terry Black's was mid. It was average. It was maybe even below average. Bro. Hot take, man. Canadian food is pretty good if you ask me. But yeah, Terry Black's was definitely it was pretty good. But hey, let's stir up the pot a little bit as we post up at 37 30s. If any, all my Dallas.
Remember the Blue Jays guys? Remember?
Is that what he did?
Remember Neil?
Who did that?
What year was this one from the Jays? Come on, Neil. This is yours. This is a layup for you, Neil.
This is a layup.
Remember, this was 16, 15, and 16. 17?
Salt Lake.
Was that 17 or wasn't that 16?
We talk about
Pretty
SpaceX
sure that was 16,
all day.
Pretty sure.
Joe, just trying to, yeah, I'm only playing with you guys, man. I had a great time in Dallas. I had a really good time. I really like everything to do with that.
Goins,
Really.
yes, game crap, Nico.
145.74. What else do you want us to talk about here in SpaceX? Like, it's every other, we don't talk about another ticker without having to mention this name as it's running into this $150 marker. I do believe we see that in the next couple of days, probably by the end of the week. Katina Man will give you a good prediction on that one too. I wouldn't be surprised. Let's see if this breakout is continued here on SMCI.
All right, man. We're still holding XHLD. It popped off into 5 1/4. I took out some at 5 1/5 there, but it's been dancing with 5. It's finding support, so it has a higher low but a lower high. So I haven't added into 5. So nothing for me to do here other than wait for 5 1/3, or I get stopped out, I believe, through 590. So we're waiting for that. And we're also waiting for BANL, right? We know this is going to be at earliest a 34 resumption. So that gives us about a minute. Yeah, we're exactly a minute now from possible resumption on BANL. And the tap has only gone up. We are talking about a $7.30 tap. It is 604 halt level right now, so this one is looking awfully crazy. I'm seeing XHLD drop below 5. I'm out. Oh my God, did you guys see that drop? Right into 484. Limit down is 461. Got out there more than break even as it recovers. If this one can take up 5 1/3, we can get involved. But for now, the bamboozlement's fast and furious. About 20 seconds from possible resumption here on BANL. Again, I want to mention, this one has done very little in the way of volume. I can check my paired scanner, but I don't want to look away from this one. We have about 10 seconds until resumption here. 7:30 tap. So let's go ahead like that, and we're going to wait for a possible move here, Joey. Do you think this is going to open? Answer is no. Answer is no. It will be at least a 20-minute timeout here on BANL. So that'll give me the opportunity to use the facilities.
Yeah, go ahead, man. Do your thing, man. Rock and roll as we're posted up here on SMCI. Let's see what else we got going on. I mean, this is going to be one of our larger positions here on the day, and we're not looking for much, just a continuation on the current path that we're on. Now, should we bring up SpaceX one more time as that puts in almost a new high today at 145. Glad that we grabbed a little bit more of that in the 120 marker, doubling up our position on this, man. What's happening with Apple, Asaroom? Listen, we talk about Apple quite often, and I think you just have to look at it is that I think the narrative around here anyways, or even on the street, right, is that you've seen a lot of the names just getting hit aggressively, and the flight to safety was Apple. But now if you're thinking about a risk-on environment, right, so you're seeing the rotation out of Apple and then maybe right back into SanDisk, Micron, and all of these other names. So we're long. This is our day. This is going to be a day maker or breaker. Shout out to Stormbreaker. Let's set things off to Adara. Let's see if we can get a retest of this high of the day here in SMCI. Adara.
We're going to boost higher here in Google. GOGL. This is the second story we've talked about today. Of course, they announced their Pixel 11 phones earlier today, and they have that Made by Google event coming through. But either way here, this most recent move here, as you guys can see that little spike there of about $1, comes as we get reports that Sergey Brin, co-founder of Google, urged Google staff in recent months to focus on bringing their Gemini model back to the frontier of AI, according to unnamed sources. Apparently, Google execs also convened an all-hands meeting last week to address their AI unit reorganizations amid staff concerns. Now, as we know, we had a top scientist at Google leave. We also had Demi Sasabi's step down as CEO of Google DeepMind to become chair of Google DeepMind. There were also other reports that he actually wanted to leave the company entirely, but Google kind of didn't let him, which is why he stepped into the chair role. If we get more details, I'll keep you posted. But yeah, things that I guess we kind of could have already intuited. There are a lot of concerns here about Google's Gemini and a lot of meetings being held behind the scenes. Back to you.
Yeah, let's see, man. I only got 6 cents, right? We're giving this 10 cents worth, and then that will probably be it for us on the day via trading. So let's see if we get a nice rebound around this support level. We did get a pop up into 36s, but I want to retest. Are we in this buy program or are we not? So you just try to get involved. What's up, Kevin? To get around in the lows. We posted up on that level. Yes, sir, Bob on this one. Let's get another strong uptick into this 48. That would be absolutely prime time right there. Deion Sanders-esque on this. If we can get from 37.30 all the way up to 50s, that would be actually cash money. $1,000 cash money. We'll hit that one there. What is that from again? Okay, cash money. Anyways, aside from that, it's starting to work for us, and we'll take it for what it is. Nothing to write home about just yet. We don't want to get too ahead of ourselves and count our touchdown before we're in the end zone, Sharif.
All right, Joey. Looking for a hold of 680 on BANL at 7. Zagging with 7. There's definitely some selling here. At $7, 707. Big seller, 707. High a day, 748, but that 707 seller is annoying. Looking for more. 15 seller now. Okay. There it goes, ripping into the high. Here we go. Limit up at 763.
Dang.
Looking for more. Let's get caught in the Halt. 750. Big seller, 750. Watch out for the flush and a loss of 7. Watch out for the loss of 7. Here we go. 705 buyer. That's 2 times now. That 705 buyer. 706 buyer. 5 buyer. Okay. That buyer goes at 05s. I think it's trouble. He has to hold up here. And the spread is ridiculous. 38's now showing up. We need to go above 50. 763 limit up. Out.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Goodness, it's...
Wow, SMCI just did me horribly dirty right there.
Limit down. 624 limit down. Wow, look at that out, Joey.
What the heck?
Look at that out.
Man, hold on, man. I gotta...
What are you doing over there? You need help?
I'm getting absolutely destroyed in this SMCI deciding to tank around these
Boveen says... Okay, I'll let you do your thing, brother. QNME says Boveen. QNME. QNME. There we go. Where do you find these, Boveen? Like, they do no volume. That's crazy. Yeah, is it limit up? Or is it just not moving? Okay. Yeah, it's at 56 pennies. But I also see that this one is starting to move again, man. XHLD is really picking up here, guys. 516. We know that seller was at 20 last time because that's where I got the print. And we couldn't print above that. So let's see if we can break above 20. It's a 531 high. There's a 20 seller again. Let's see if we can pop up at least in the 30s, right? That is the high. Let's see if we can test the high on this one. Can we get a little bit higher as well? Looking for, okay, we got the print there into 535. Looking for a little bit more on this one. Let's see if there's a $0.25 seller, though, who's a pretty staunchy little bugger. Looking for above 40s on this one. It has to hold up 5. 545 is limit up right now on XHLD. Buyer in the mid-teens. Doesn't look like it's going to hold up here all that well. Let's continue to watch. XHLD, topping till candle, made a high of the day, but it didn't have the legs to continue. So still a little out of the money on this one, about 4 pennies out of the money. Watching, 22s, 26s now. Let's see if we can pop up into the 30s. There just isn't enough buying at this level. That's the problem. I don't feel like really adding here. I don't think it's the right area to add, quite frankly. So we'll continue to pack XHLD on that one. 26 seller now. We're looking for a little pop-up here. Yeah, definitely a 26, 27 seller. That's keeping us below that 530 print. So now they're selling at 25. That's typical algorithmic behavior where they post at one level, it drops below that level, and then they post a little bit lower. There it goes. 33s, big move up. Big seller at 33. No continuation. Here's 31s again. Man, the short sellers are pretty convicted with this. Convictioned. I keep saying convicted.
I think they're criminal.
Yeah, it's convictioned, man. I mean, sorry, I do apologize, guys. So I make up my own language around here.
It's all right, man. You're allowed to do that, man. Right. Yo, listen, we got out of this one, Sharif. Okay. If I showed you what was going on, we had that pop, man. We should have took it where it was, and then we would have cut our losses. Oh, wow, what an out, especially on that uptake. Listen, I was like, all right, let's see if we can head back towards that high of the day. And at that point, we would have eliminated the majority of our losses, just around a little bit over half, I should say. And then it just decided, I post my order, and then I'm like, yo, what the heck? As I'm reading the tape, I'm like, what the heck is going on? So I had to get out with any form of uptick. I'm not shut down now at this point, considering that out, but it's pretty close. Let's see if we can find anything else. I mean, I thought we'd get some form of continuation. SMCI and I just do not, SMCI and I just do not get in sync whatsoever. Same thing with this CoreWeave garbage, CRWV on CoreWeave. CoreWeave over here. How's it been performing? Same thing, up through the volume weighted average price. We're still up 20%, but the majority of that came from the earnings report, right? So you want to, if you're range trading this, then you really have to post up at the key levels. It's extremely important. If you're trying to play the breakout on CoreWeave today, I don't know if it's going to happen. It can definitely happen in the latter half of the session, which we're going to be approaching here in a moment, which if we haven't already, we're going to be approaching. Just be cautious on this one. Price action is slowly starting to curl around, but that's it for me. Trying the two earnings names today, no go zone on both of them, which is unfortunate. But hey, it's sometimes how the cookie crumbles, and you have to can't have your cake and eat it, as they say. Even though I don't really understand that saying, but hey, here it is. Tesla putting in another tough session. And I told you guys, if you feel that you're missing out on this name, it's at the exact same price it was in October of 2021, right? November of 2021, if we want to be generous. Here it is, man. It's a really tough look, but I think there's a lot of good things on the horizon for this company. And I messaged Sharif. I was like, hey, man, do you think you can go rent a car? If anybody knows the answer to this question, if anybody, why are we putting Donald Trump up there?
I don't know.
It's the eclipse.
Oh,
don't look at it.
Brilliant, Assassino.
Don't look at it. Don't look at it. No, in all seriousness, yeah, he's looking right at it. Don't do that. No, in all seriousness, if anybody knows the question the answer to the question I'm about to ask, can I rent a Tesla from, say, like your Enterprise or your Hertz or whatever, and then get FSD on that Tesla for the duration in which I've rented it? I'm curious, because I think that would be a pretty cool feature for these rental car companies.
I don't know why you don't just go on Turo, like I suggested.
That's a good one. That's another chance too, is to see someone who has that. I've never used Turo though.
It's fine, bro. It's just like you.
Yes, you can.
With
says
a car.
and DJ says no.
It's just like you want to rent out your car, right? You know, you don't have a use for it all the time, and you don't mind other people driving your car. You rent it out, right? You make some money on the rental. There we go. But I'm assuming there's so many Teslas. So when you messaged me that, I put Tesla, I put electric vehicle, sedan, and SUV. So I see the Model 3s and the Model Ys. And I only went through like 5 or 6. I didn't find anyone that specifically had FSD. But I'm willing to bet you that there's
somewhere out there you go get that FSD. Right? But as you're talking about Toro is legit, but with that individual, like, are you gonna rent my car? I'm like, hey man, I'm gonna drive around all of America with this thing.
Well, all of them
have from Florida to Texas.
Okay, so each one will have a specific thing. No, some of them will say unlimited kilometers.
Okay.
You have to look at what they put in the ad, right? Some people will say if you go above this, it's this much money. Whatever.
Yeah.
Everyone has a bit of a different rule.
A bit of a different look on that one.
Yeah. So we took some prints here on XHLD. It just doesn't have the juice to get into the 30s. So this is the top, again, the same area we had trouble with last time. So, we're in the money, but they're stair-stepping. They're selling little by little here. So let's see if we can kind of get the print. The spread also doesn't really help. The spread opens up 3, 4, 5 pennies at times. We just definitely need a bigger move above that 535 to kind of catch the shorts offside. 529, the area high there. Still can't see anything at 530. Even though 535 is the high of the day. Ozan, you can just enable the app and here you go. Yeah, but brother, he doesn't own the car, right? He's going to rent it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Rent it.
We use freedom units down here in the U.S. What does that mean, Nick Garcia? Sorry, I didn't understand.
Freedom units? I think that's sarcastic, yeah.
I have no idea. Okay. Because I'm trying to concentrate.
I know you're trying to concentrate.
By the way, I saw Robotaxi first time in Dallas last week. Do you hear what Morgan said to Elon yesterday? Morgan Stanley, the analyst? They said, prove to us that you're going to scale the Robotaxi. We want proof, Mr. Elon. They're running out of patience in the same way that I'm running out of patience with XHLD. Now, we did take out that 5 1/3 right there. So we got the print, but there's no continuation above the area high. We're still below area high of 535. But yeah, just to bring it back to Morgan, they want to know exactly what the schedule is going to be like. When to expect it, and I guess they really want proof. They didn't exactly articulate what they mean by proof, but one, of course, can assume that they want to see these things on the road sooner rather than later, delivering, or I should say driving around customers, generating revenue. We'll see, but it's Elon's timing has never been that great. Continuing to watch here, XHLD.
I don't know how you feel about this one, Boveen, at these levels. Case, if you're in the chat as well, what are you thinking about this one? Because it keeps topping tail through 530, and there's no closing print above 530 at the moment. So here it comes against me now. Is it going to flush pretty aggressively? Looking at the 5-second chart, buyer here at in and around 20 or 19. So it doesn't feel like this one's got the juice. It feels like it's going to fail here. So I'm going to get out of this one. We'll get out of the rest. And then if it doesn't mosey on back above 535, I don't get involved. But I will look for a possible hold at $5. I possibly bottom pick that with maybe a tight stop below that level. So we're going to keep here an eye on XHLD.
All right, good stuff. Yeah, JC Money. No, I get it. I was just looking at it more than surface level, to be honest with you. It's like, okay, and you described it perfectly. It's like it means you can't make something like a cake, have it, and then enjoy the immediate benefit, eat it. Why not? I made it. Anyways, we're not gonna get into all that because it might stir the pot a little bit more there. No, but Ricardo had something pretty cool here. I want to pull this up. Joey, Tesla official loaners guaranteed if you rent a car directly through Tesla's official rental program or get a loaner vehicle from Tesla FSD supervised is included completely free. Cool. That's great. Can I rent it for like a week and a half or like 2 weeks or something along those lines? Because that's what I want to look to do. Or does it have to be for a longer duration or a longer period of time is my question. But thanks for pointing that one out because, dude, if I can, during the wintertime, come early next year, I have some time off in the second or third week of January, that is. It's like I want to maybe not necessarily go on a plane. I want to go enjoy something scenic, drive through the Carolinas. But if I don't have to touch a steering wheel,
why not?
Why not, man? It makes things so much easier. I think it's going to change the dynamic of these longer road trips. So please let me know. Give me some more information on that stuff because that's what I was looking to do. Congratulations, Joey. Options on what, my friend? I didn't anything positive happen or anything here today. Only negativity in the old account, except for on NVDA. We had a pretty solid session. SpaceX back up to 145.31. Netflix and Marvell up 5%. I mean, NBIS still going on. No BS over here on this one, Sharif, as it's now putting in a new high of the day. So a pretty good look over there, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see what everyone else in the chat has to say. We only have about 10 minutes left in the chat. Rent a Tesla. There you go.
Yeah, I'm trying to do it for you right now, brother.
For me right now.
Yeah. Ripping,
yeah.
Yes, XHLD, you hot garbage. Seller at 37. Big seller at 37. It did breach the high of the day. It took out most of my prints, but there's a monster seller at 34 and 37. Be alive to that. Well, there's not many names we're positive on today. Well, actually, that's wrong. I'm positive on 4, but I'm more negative than I am positive. So a lot of prints to the high side, but true to form, right back down into that. Oh, goodness gracious. I think Boveen's holding this. I'm going to hold it as well, unless it fails 5. So that's what I'm going to keep my eye on. I'm trying to find you one with FSD. That's the thing, though. It doesn't let you narrow the search so that you can say, okay, narrow, filter for FSD, right? Like Canada. Let's go Canada, Toronto. Let's go Toronto. All right, Toronto, Canada. You want Billy Bishop, Joey?
Airport?
Or just go Toronto, Canada on all of them. There we go.
What about this? Have you heard of this official Tesla rental thing?
No.
That's what I was reading on.
That's what you, sorry, I was concentrating. I apologize. Yeah.
So Ricardo was saying that if you rent something off of Tesla's official website, it comes with FSD.
That's brilliant.
Yeah, so I'm going to try to look into that and see what we got going on with that one and see how much that's going to cost me for a week. South Jersey Jack, I just got back from Toronto about a month ago. Your city is still amazing. Yeah, man, thanks, South Jersey. We appreciate that. Listen, Toronto's a great city. Let's not beat around that bush, for sure, especially in the summertime, man. Wintertime, not so much. It's almost like a deserted place. It's kind of like those ghost cities in. It's actually a ghost city that I was watching about. It's just south of where our boy one is from, and I can't remember what it's called. Forest City. Freezing. Who's familiar with Forest City? Maybe do you know Forest City? Have you been there?
He says yes.
What's going on with that spot? It looks amazing. It looks like an oasis, but there's no one there. Forest City, go and check that one out there. Yeah, I wouldn't go full autonomous in the winter, but the objective for me personally is to leave the city and go somewhere warm where we can rock and roll with the FSD, and I can enjoy what's around me and not be hyper-focused on the steering wheel.
That makes sense, man. I mean, that makes plenty of sense. 32. Seller last time was at 33, 37. That's the high. Taking it more out here. Yes, go XHLD. In the 63 we go. Limit up is 582. Oh my days. Good call out, Boveen. Boveen's like, no, I'm not selling this. There's more to this. Give me my money. There we go. Good trade here. Finally, we're still holding plenty on XHLD. Now we're looking for 77s, man. Let's go. Limit up is 82. So we can get that before the limit. Let's see, 69, Ozan. There's a seller at 70 and 69. Ozan, come on now. I know that's you, Ozan. Let's go. Down we go into 66s. Get it, Boveen. Good trade, brother. Good call out as well. I did like that ascending wedge pattern the moment I saw it. So shout out to you for bringing this one to my attention. It's not even close to being the biggest name on the day. It is 596 limit up now, but the shorts are involved here, selling at the 2/3 of a dollar. So let's see if we can decisively get above 70. 72 pennies is the high, but I'll submit to you, we spent almost no time there. So that's what I'm looking for right now. We built a good position here at that 520 area on XHLD. Very happy with that. Looking for a little bit more, looking for a move above 70, but it's not entirely visible or clear whether that's going to happen right away. So we shall pack the patience down to 61 XHLD. I want a $6 break. Could be an open to 10. I like the way you're thinking, brother. I don't think really today, or sorry, the week has been kind of conducive to that kind of price action where we rip into area highs, but only needs one. Only needs one to kind of change the waves. There it is, above 70 again. 71 showing up, but the shorts really targeting the high of the day for either or longs, taking profit there or getting short at 69.70 because we're ascending into that level again with nothing printing above it. That means it's being defended quite staunchly. So if you're in at a close price here, watch out for a reversion possibly into the $0.50, maybe even back into the 1/3 of a dollar. So that has to be in your purview. If you're long, especially close to these parts here, especially if it doesn't go into 6. And here comes 5.5, Joe.
All right, good stuff. Yeah, it's just a peer buy program on this name. I went to Phillies game versus Toronto last Friday and talked to every Toronto fan I saw. Great people. Yeah, so a lot of people pretty good, especially at the Jays game. You'll catch a lot of good individuals over there in that neck of the woods, man. Hey, I like how the park is just like right downtown. Went to the Cubs game. Love Chicago as well, too, man. Chicago, a pretty cool city. Wrigley Field is where we went. You guys got Cutwater espresso martinis over there, man. So congratulations to you guys, man. You got to be careful on those things because they cause you a lot of trouble. But look at the market just going. I would say you can't hit too many of the Cutwater Shreve to get you going. And that's for sure. But look at the SPY on today's session, ladies and gentlemen. $772 and just like no real direction. Really difficult to grab some of these lows. And you can see that yesterday we were just having a complete sell-off day. Brian Shannon and I were discussing, I think he believes the longer that we form this shelf at 768, we get this pullback. And he's thinking, hey, man, like we might run into this I think it was like 760 or something along those lines level. And I'm like, dude, that's 2.5% off the highs. And we're just both like, yeah, it's really, really shallow pullbacks. Look at the back on this one here.
Bottom message. Don't read it out.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah.
Yeah. Is that not true?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Yeah, look at SMCI go. Here it is. So we just get liquidity grabbed, unfortunately, on this one, and then now it's starting to run into that target. So at this point, you got to be a little bit more patient, give it some more room that I did not have. 737 would have been more ideal. Joey, the congratulations, because I assumed this was for your family. It's always for the family, man. It doesn't even matter regardless of what it is. So other than that,
5 1/3 incoming XHLD. Watch out. Oh, my Lanta.
What a tank on that one.
Oh, man. This could be a refill area, man, because it's at prior bar low. So if they were buying in the 20s where I was long, right, they can buy again here. 497 limit down, though, but Jeez Louise, the price action crazy.
Bro, it's Chicago. Isn't it Chicago? Come on, don't forget, man. We have accents out here. We don't say everything the same.
And when I'm back in Chicago, I feel it.
Chicago.
Another version
Atlanta
of
or
me.
Atlanta?
I was in it.
Mylanta.
Get it, Joey. Or Mylanta or Atlanta. Well, Zion, it's not our expression. Your grandpa, right? It was a grandma or grandpa?
My great-grandma.
Great.
Someone along those lines.
There you go, man. She made it up, man. So we say it the way
Mylanta.
she says it. We don't get to make the rules, man.
How are the solar stocks doing today? You want to take a look at Run?
Yeah,
Or
absolutely.
Sun. Sorry, it's Sun, right? Sun Run?
Sun Run, yeah.
Sun is the ETF, is it not? No, it's not. What's the ETF? Oh, Tan. Ricky Tan. No Ricky Tanis? Sure someone does. Yeah, I mean, not too good. It's not that funny, but $76 all the way down to 52. You get a 30% haircut. We'll take a look at Sunrun if we want to take a look at another solar name here. Ooh, what a day is having. Very, very tough from a liquidity standpoint too. 73 bucks all the way up to 74 here, but been on a pretty good run if you ask me, especially off of these lows. $62, 26% off of those lows. All right. Before we wrap things up, guys, if there's anything specifically that you want to go over, please put it in the chat. We had a lot of fun here on today's session. I mean, it was a pretty good show. Aside from the trading, you got to have a little fun with it. I'll come to you guys with some new drawings and stuff like that because I feel I might have something there. I'm not sure how you guys feel.
Juan, let's do it, brother. You wanna smash the karaoke? We'll smash the karaoke. You just tell me when.
Oh,
I'll bring your boy Joey up. Adara's clapping back there. I know she's got the lungs to sing. So what?
What a segue you got there.
Me?
Yeah.
Why, Joey?
Well, we're about to show you right now.
Juan, you better watch out here, bro.
You better watch out. Listen.
You better watch out. Something's going to come on the screen right now.
What a segue. Talking about smashing.
No.
Listen, he's like, man, I'm not going to get into everything right now.
What pint is that? What is you got?
You're about to find out right now.
Bad,
You're about to find out. So it's the lads. It was an evening out with the lads here. And then here it is, our boy, the one and only.
Hold on, he downed it?
No.
That's crazy, Juan.
Wait. You got to split the G. There's no volume here. Let's see if you split it.
Look at Obi all impressed.
No,
Jose.
he failed.
Sorry, Juan, bro. Nah, that's a fail, man.
He failed. Yeah, hit the fail.
That's a fail.
At our spot over there at whatever it's called there. No, it's not Volo.
Which one?
I forget what it's called, man. No, the rooftop. Fabian knows, man. He'll come up with.
I don't even know which one you guys are talking
Neither do I.
Yeah.
The rooftop.
Yeah, the rooftop, man. It's not coming to me.
Warehouse.
Right, it's like the warehouse.
Warehouse.
Yeah.
Who's that? Were you Ram?
So he couldn't.
That was Ram, yeah.
He couldn't split the G, and he's like, man, I need to redeem myself. I'm like, I don't know if you want to do that because if you go 0 for 2, it's over, man. It's a straight ticket back to Malaysia. Yeah, you
That's
can't
a
go,
crazy statement, Joey, bro.
Can't go 0
That's
for
a
2,
crazy
man.
statement. All right, man. Yeah, it has been a tough. At least I'm speaking for myself, man. We were 5 for 5 last week. We are 0 for 3 this week. It has been tough. Yeah, man. It's been the small caps have not been treating me well this week, and that's kind of the nature of the beast. So we'll hopefully do a little bit better tomorrow because it's been a tough week. And somebody was saying Sharif only sings when he's up. Oh, bro, I am down. Believe me.
We're down.
We're down, but you're gonna get the same disposition from me whether I'm up or down, man. That's just kind of how I go.
Down. Should we show him one more time, Sharif? See if we get. Huh?
What?
Should we show
Why
him?
would you do that to him again,
one more time, man?
Why would you do that to him again?
He said he needs another chance to redeem himself, man.
All right, man. We're gonna send you over to the big boys.
Yeah, let's see what
they're arguing with Ram at the moment. Ram's always giving them
a losing argument.
She's always giving them trouble. She's usually giving everybody trouble though. But that's, all right, guys.
When you were in Dominican, did you have Mama Juana?
I didn't.
Oh.
No, I didn't.
Okay.
I told you I drank rum and Coke.
Yeah, rum and Coke.
The entire time that
horrible.
I was there. And can I say something though? Oh, horrible. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Couldn't agree with you more. But when I went to Dallas and Houston, I was only having pints.
Yeah.
And can I
Much
say
better.
something? Far better.
Way better.
You function better. I can function that day and the next day. Whereas hard liquor, even if I pace myself with hard liquor, no, you feel like
because all the
absolute
sugar
garbage.
out there.
All right, man.
Yeah,
all right, guys.
Another day, 007. We're doing OT right now. But where did Trump? Oh, they're at the screen. Neil's ready. They're ready. They're locked and loaded.
Yeah.
We'll
Neil's locked and loaded, man.
We'll bring you guys another
Thank you, Vancouver Island, man.
$10 super chat.
You're gonna hit that?
Well, do you like Guinness?
You want to know the truth?
Yeah.
Never had a Guinness.
Can we get a napkin there?
Absolutely. They're yours anyway.
Well, half of them are they? Yeah. I'm like, where did they all go? What the hell? Randy was whispering in my ear not too long ago. Now it's
sweet nothing.
It's a little wet. It was really close. I'm like, hey man, you didn't need to get that close, Randy. But hey, it is what it is, man.